everybody, it's Girl Got Game and...
Maximus.
And we are finally back after an unexpected sickcation.
Yes.
How is everyone doing today? Sorry that streams were a no-go last week, but when you're dizzy and the room's spinning, it's kind of hard to read, so... So, anyway.
You shouldn't have done that Thursday stream.
Yeah, that's what did me in. I tell you what. I thought about that after. I'm like, is this karma for doing like an extra stream?
Yes.
But I'm glad I did it because then I was sick. So, there you go. Yeah. Hello to Yuli and Samantha.
Hello.
Okay, so Yuli's just here to say hello. No worries. Thanks for popping in to say hi.
Yeah.
And we'll talk to you later, Yuli. Have a good rest of your day.
Yeah, take care.
So just as a quick recap, we're still in the middle of If, the light novel of the what-if scenario in the first Danganronpa game. And our girl Mukuro Ikusaba is on the run from her sister, still, and all the Monokumas. And now we're in the computer room.
Yes, this is the room where Junko is currently in.
She should be, because this is where you control...
Yeah,
I mean, she has disappeared before into that hatch that
we never entered.
Yeah.
Because we were like, no way anybody's in there.
That's fine. We're not going to investigate.
Yeah, just put some object over the hatch and you win the game because now she's stuck in there and can't get out.
That would have been amazing. She just, like, starves to death down there. The ultimate despair.
No, I'm stuck.
Aw, man, they got me. Shucks. And hello, Viviana, Amma, and Zachary. Yes, the next episode of Dragon Ball Dangan is here.
Yes.
So,
Dangan.
Welcome back to Danganronpa. So we're going to take turns reading again. Do you want me to start, or do you want to start with the first scene?
You want to do a coin flip, or do you...
Sure.
No.
Hey.
Oh, do you want me to go first?
No, you know what? That's a great way to get back into streaming, to start with a coin flip. You call it.
Heads.
All right. Whoa. Tails, it's my turn.
Yeah.
The coin hath betrayed thee. Unless you want it to lose.
Yes, I wanted to lose.
Right? The coin returns. All right, we're in the computer room's innermost area, Monokuma room. How much time had passed? The surveillance cameras at the gates were capturing footage of countless Monokumas falling at the hands of a child who fought like a raging demon. Countless. I think we've used the coin on a stream, on a Danganronpa stream before. Probably for deciding who we're going to spend time with on a free time event. I feel like we've done that before.
Man, to fit that many Monokumas into a school.
I know. They're just in the walls.
They're in the walls somewhere.
It's fine.
Somehow, yes.
The Monokumas bolstered their numbers, and now 100 of them were trying to sink their claws into Mukuro. Most of them were running on autopilot, reacting to her movements based on prior information they had received in advance.
Do they have an autopilot function?
That's very handy. A little bit coincidental, a little bit too convenient, but it's fine. But despite standing before hundreds of mechanical adversaries, Mukuro's face showed no fear.
So, like, do they explain who exactly is the one that makes all the Monokumas?
I don't think so. I don't think we've heard.
Is it Junko just straight up, or is there supposed to be some other people involved that made them?
Right. Yeah, I don't think... I'm not 100%, but I don't think it's been stated. Because
this control room is built inside the school.
Correct.
Is it like, was it already there for Monokumas, or did they have to put that in after they knocked out all the students and took it over?
I'd imagine it would have to be after?
Yeah, because then they're locked in as well, which would mean that how do you get all the Monokuma robots in and then build that control room?
There was Monokumas outside in the world as well.
Yeah, I guess they had to bring some something in after they knocked them all out. Like, even though they locked themselves in, they had to construct like the turret system.
Sure.
And the cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
Called mono cameras. So they had to build everything for this game they wanted to play.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, you can access the vault door.
Yes.
So I assume Junko could have just opened it any time.
And
like, all right, guys, come on in.
They weren't stuck. Like, they weren't permanently stuck. Even though they boarded up all the windows and everything before.
They could still
leave.
Said,
they could still leave from the front entrance.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, she hadn't sustained a single injury, giving her a presence that was nearly divine to behold. Though Sakura Ogami was powerful enough to injure her arm, Mukuro, in her current state, could potentially fight Sakura to a draw now without relying on firearms.
Oh boy.
The power of friendship!
Yes.
She took complete control of the battlefield, taking in her surroundings as if they were a part of herself. She dodged attacks from the rear as though she had eyes on the back of her head, and stabbed through Monokuma's weak points with her metal bar. That metal bar.
Man,
it's like the ultimate MC, ultimate main character weapon. It's just this metal bar. That's like in every zombie apocalypse game. It's like, I've got this metal bar.
I'm assuming the bullets, assuming the turrets ran out of bullets because they were shooting at her. So
that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. No matter where the attacks came from, Mukuro deflected them all as if her skin were covered in eyes.
Yes.
Describing her as ultimate no longer did her justice.
She's a god.
She's a god.
Yes.
Mukuro had transcended the boundaries of humanity and becoming a pure killing machine. But despite that, even though she understood the ludicrous power her sister possessed, Junko was not afraid. She felt not one iota of fear. After all Junko can feel is despair.
Exactly.
She even started to admire her sister's attempt to fill her with despair. But that sentiment quickly filled Junko with an orgiastic ecstasy of despair? I've never actually seen that word before.
That's a word.
All right.
Apparently.
Junko knew. She knew that Mukuro was neither hope nor despair.
Yes.
Zachary says he has to add Mukuro to his unfathomable being arc. Oh yeah, hey. Does Mukuro have a theme song? Because then we should put that in for sure. She was just a phenomenon. A disappointing girl who no longer understood herself, who only knew how to be violent because it was all she could believe in anymore. Mukuro had become an avatar of destruction beyond that of any military force. She couldn't even be considered a soldier anymore. She was a natural disaster, like a typhoon or a tornado. Or perhaps, like gravity, she was now a fundamental force of the universe that only existed to bring despair to Junko. The mastermind enjoyed watching her sister go all out. If Mukuro destroyed everything and ruined her life, Junko would still be comforted by the despair. She could just go right ahead and overpower her.
I already have despair. Stop trying to fill me with despair.
It's so despairing.
Yeah.
Junko considered this for a few seconds until a familiar, hopeless habit reared its head. Her habit of getting so bored that it made her sick.
Boring syndrome.
The girl who had been grinning as she watched the screen now bore a look of calm stoicism, and she reached for the microphone connected to Monokuma's speakers. Mukuro was no longer human anymore, but Junko knew how to bring her back. It was a simple feeling, really. And with that hopeless feeling for Mukuro in mind, the mastermind said just one word. Mukuro.
In front of the main entrance.
Mukuro.
I mean, is this supposed to be Mukuro talking?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
Still narrator. It's still
narrator, yeah.
That voice. It was calling her name. Instead of using Monokuma's voice filter, Junko's natural voice was coming out of a Monokuma unit. That's all it took. With one word, Mukuro Ikusaba stopped being a force of nature and became a person again. Monokuma would not miss this opportunity. As if moving to the beat of Mukuro's shaking heart, a torrent of claws leapt to attack her. But Mukuro trusted her instincts and twisted her entire body to fend off the attacks, leaving her with only a few scrapes here and there. But the despair wasn't over yet. The ultimate despair didn't waste any time making her next move.
Man. It could be Makoto. Yep.
Yeah,
I knew it. Yeah.
Mukuro, watch out!
Huh?
As soon as Mukuro heard that voice, her mind went completely blank. There was no mistaking it. That was Makoto's scream. The scream that saved her from the spears of Gungnir and changed her destiny.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, no, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
It took her 1/10 of a second to realize that voice was just a sound clip that Junko had replayed. But it was more than enough time to drag Mukuro, who had regained her humanity, into despair. Right when she recovered from a moment of shock, Monokuma appeared behind her and roundhouse kicked her in the temple. She twisted her head to roll with the blow, but at that moment, a different Monokuma attacked her from the opposite side with a headbutt. And as soon as Mukuro dodged that attack, 3 Monokumas launched simultaneous drop kicks and knocked her to the ground.
Dang. Ugh.
The fact that they weren't using their claws meant they weren't trying to kill Mukuro right away. Before she could stand up again, dozens of Monokumas waiting for her on the floor climbed on top of Mukuro and pinned her limbs. One of the Monokumas waddled over to Mukuro as she lay face down on the floor and laughed.
A pretty girl getting pinned by all these me's. I wonder if I should feel more excited about this. Don't make that face. If I wanted to kill you, I'd just pump you full of bullets right now. But I don't think the audience watching this on TV would like that ending very much. I need to make sure I do it the right way this time. What are you planning to do to me?
Mukuro asked in her emotionless voice. Monokuma guffawed and answered, I never heard that word before.
And he's like, ha! Nothing. I'm just gonna stick to the original plan and make you play the killing game at the school. I'll erase everyone's memories again, and I'll just make them redo the introduction and the entrance ceremony again.
And that's how the actual first
And that's how the first game started.
Okay. In typical Monokuma fashion, he leaned his face toward Mukuro. Yeah.
But it'd be boring if we had to redo everything. Maybe this time, I'll have you participate as Mukuro Ikusaba. I'll take away even more of your memories like I did to that irritating detective girl. You'll just be a poor little girl with no memory at all.
As Monokuma talked and wiggled his body from side to side, the other Monokumas danced and twirled around. Amid this fantastical scene, Monokuma continued to describe his hopeless plan in a nonchalant manner.
At first, you'll be the girl with amnesia, and everyone will feel so sorry for you. But as they unravel the mystery of this academy, they'll find out who you really are. It's exciting to think how they'll treat you when that happens. Knowing you, you'll probably kill someone purely on instinct. Maybe I should rethink my rules about self-defense. You can't.
Her memories would be erased. There was nothing she could do about her classmates hating her. But losing even her childhood memories would mean her connection to Junko would be severed as well. Even if Mukuro had no interest in the world, that was unbearable even for her.
I've heard of New Game Plus before, but this is the first time I'll get to see a New Game Minus. Should I tie you up for fun? Or maybe we should make this game even more masochistic. Forget hard mode, very hard mode, and Inferno mode.
Yes, Inferno.
Wanna just skip ahead to Impossible mode? Maybe I'll erase your memories after I drag you on a motorcycle, pummel you with 1,000 baseballs, burn you at the stake, and crush you with an excavator.
all the deaths. He
Yes.
already had those planned out.
He's already planned out. Like, how did you know who was going to...
Yeah, do what? When,
Yeah. Wait a minute.
You already knew.
It was all pre-programmed.
Mukuro knew what Monokuma was talking about. He was describing the tools they had prepared for the various executions they had planned for the students.
How interesting.
Yeah.
After everyone reintroduces themselves, they'll walk around the school grounds and eventually find a flat-chested girl with amnesia. Rude. Covered in bandages with Fenrir's tattoo on her right hand. I bet a certain fan base might get off on that. If this were a game, that would increase sales by 500%.
Though Monokuma sounded like he was joking, everything he said was deadly serious. So I guess Junko is like because of her brilliant mind, she can predict the outcome of how things should go.
I guess
for the
that
most
makes
part.
sense.
Yeah.
Zachary's like, I feel like more likely they had an execution plan for each student. I mean, that would make more sense.
True, yeah.
It would have been kind of neat if she had mentioned like a couple of execution methods in there that we hadn't seen in the first game, so that we would have been like, oh, so if like so and so had done their thing, then that would have been their execution.
Yeah. This one made it seem more like she has she can predict like outcomes.
Yeah, of like who was going to be the killer.
Yeah, who will be a killer.
Yeah.
Based on the personality and backgrounds or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
She kind of has to push it in a certain direction, though, for that stuff to happen.
Right. Hence the motives.
Yes. As evidence, Mukuro heard a rumbling sound off in the distance.
By the way, what happened to Makoto? Like, where did he scream from, and where is he now?
Yeah, I think they were saying that was just a recorded voice line from when he called out to her back in the gym.
Oh, I see. Okay, I had confused that with the Mukuro thing that Junko said. Okay, so she just replayed Makoto's voice to her to fill her with despair. Gotcha. Okay. I'm on the right track now. Thank you. Now then, your sweet ride is on its way.
Based on the engine's noise, Mukuro surmised that it was the large motorcycle that was supposed to be used for one of the executions. Yeah, Mondos.
You could argue the excavator execution was meant for the real ultimate programmer and not alter ego. That's true. Yeah.
Very true. Yeah.
I would agree with that.
The excavator one. Yeah.
Where it just like
just
put into a ball.
Yeah.
I took the time to bring this all the way from the punishment room, so you better be grateful.
The sound of the roaring engine grew louder and louder, like the approaching footsteps of death. Mukuro wondered how Monokuma would drive it with such tiny arms and legs, but then she remembered she was dealing with an ultimate despair. Junko would make the impossible possible, just to bring about despair. A despair that went hand in hand with Mukuro's fate.
Did I fail? I couldn't fill Junko with despair? And by the way, hello, Catherine. Welcome. How are you doing today? I couldn't save Makoto and the others?
Questions raced through Mukuro's mind, but she wasn't able to answer them. There's no way she could have answered them so easily. After all, she was still alive. The sound of the motorcycle grew closer and closer, as if it was threatening to break Mukuro's spirit. Suddenly, Monokuma stopped moving. The other Monokumas continued doing their automatic movements. As this strange event unfolded, Mukuro noticed something. The motorcycle had suddenly gone quiet. After a few seconds, the engine exploded to life and began to approach even faster than before. Only a few seconds later, what appeared in front of the main entrance was an enormous motorcycle that plowed through groups of Monokumas like a predator hunting its prey. The rider of this motorcycle was none other than Mondo Owada.
Mondo! I was so, when they said that, I'm like, please let Mondo be on this bicycle.
Yes.
Yeah, awesome. And thanks, Catherine. I am doing a lot better. Yeah, not 100%, but I do feel like way better. So, thank you.
Wah! Mukuro and Monokuma were both visibly shocked by this turn of events. Instead of addressing them, Mondo accelerated the motorcycle he stole from Monokuma directly toward Mukuro. Just before his front tire touched Mukuro, he popped a reverse wheelie and turned the entire motorcycle around. The back wheel swept over Mukuro's back, knocking away all of the Monokumas that were pinning her. "Hey, can you stand?" Mondo asked, and begrudgingly offered his hand to Mukuro.
So you guys are on my side now? Great.
Yeah. Confused, Mukuro took his hand and stood up.
What are you doing, Mondo? I was so close!
One of the Monokumas protested, not in his normal voice, but as the hacker, Bishiki Marurai.
So what's that voice?
Yeah, so Junko already had like a voice synthesizer to make a voice for somebody they call Bishiki Marurai.
I guess.
Yeah, I always thought it was still Monokuma.
That's what I thought
voice,
too.
But they were saying that the Bishiki Marurai, but they actually did have like a distinct voice.
How interesting.
Ah.
Well, whatever.
Yeah,
I'm keeping it as it is. I don't know who Bishiki Marurai is. When he's home.
Yeah, we never seen Bishiki.
Yeah.
Yeah, is this Mondo talking?
I think, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're Bishiki or whatever, White.
That's right. Why are you helping a terrorist?
Yeah. I ain't bragging about this or anything, but I have no clue if you or this girl is lying. The veins in his temple began to bulge, and his cheeks flushed with anger as Mondo said, "But still, I ain't the type to just stand around while some idiot gangs up on a girl."
Nice. What are you saying? Get a hold of yourself. You must be experiencing Stockholm Syndrome. You've deluded yourself into thinking you're friends with the criminal who's taken you hostage.
Monokuma tried to explain to Mondo, but he ignored him, took Mukuro's hand, and pulled her onto the back of the motorcycle. Oh, shut the fuck up!
Yeah!
I don't know nothing about Stockholms or syndromes, but don't go acting like you can boss me around!
Stockholms or syndrome.
Yeah, I know, my syndrome.
I love this boy.
As Mondo shouted, he revved the motorcycle as if he was using it to punctuate his words. The ceiling-mounted turrets began moving, but the two disappeared before the turrets could take aim at the motorcycle. As they zoomed through the hallway, countless Monokumas chased after them, waving their claws wildly through the air.
That's exactly what I was thinking too, Zachary. I'm like, is it bad that I ship Mukuro and Mondo? Get the harem, girl. Why?
Asked Mukuro. Huh? Shouted Mondo. His voice was even louder than the sound of the engine. Don't get the wrong idea. I don't trust you at all. He lowered. No, wait, okay.
It should be he. Yeah.
He lowered his voice slightly, as if he were whispering to himself. But still, I don't know why, but I felt like I could trust what he said.
He?
Inquired Mukuro. But there was no time for questions. The unit leading the Monokumas chasing after the motorcycle had almost caught up to them. And then, like the enormous maw of some fearsome creature, they brandished their claws in perfect unison. At that moment, the motorcycle zoomed by a certain girl. A girl whose fighting ability surpasses that of any normal human. The strongest girl on Earth. With a fighting spirit that defied comprehension, the ultimate martial artist kicked off the floor. A sound even louder than the motorcycle's engine filled the room. When Mukuro looked back, she saw Sakura landing on the floor, sending the pack of Monokumas flying several meters away.
Sakura?
If she heard Mukuro mumble her name, Sakura didn't acknowledge it. Like a statue of a fearsome god king, she calmed her breathing as she stood before the pack of Monokumas, ready for battle.
I think it's her.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Your pursuit methods seem unbecoming for one who claims to be the ultimate hacker.
An overpowering aura seeped from her skin, and her skin shimmered as an intense heat began to fill the hallway. Unlike the power of Mukuro's sheer violence, this was the power of martial arts. Mukuro froze the air around her, and time along with it. But Sakura was generating enough heat to boil space itself as she stood before the Monokumas. With that heat stinging her back, Mukuro looked ahead.
Nice.
Hifumi and Chihiro were cautiously peeking from behind the door leading to the dorms, while Aoi and Taka kept watch from inside the building. After passing them by, Mondo slowed down the motorcycle as he reached the front of the cafeteria and turned into a complete stop. The other students looked wearily at Mukuro. But among these students, Mukuro noticed two people who weren't regarding her with suspicion. One was Kyoko, who seemed to be studying the situation. The other one was a skinny boy who was leaning against Kyoko's shoulder.
A skinny boy.
Skinny boy.
Makoto?
Mukuro's lips began to tremble as she sat on the back of the motorcycle. Ignoring the pain coursing through his body, Makoto smiled at Mukuro and repeated what he said to her earlier. I'm glad you're safe, Mukuro. Unfortunately, Mukuro was unable to realize her hope of filling her little sister with despair. Instead, she had successfully planted the seeds of hope into her fellow students.
End scene.
Yes.
Makoto had barely regained consciousness while Mukuro was fighting the horde of Monokumas at the main entrance. When he woke up, he did something extremely simple. He talked about his memories. Most of the students were still skeptical, even after listening to Mukuro's recorded confession on Chihiro's laptop. Obviously, they were still not entirely convinced at first when Makoto woke up, but after Sakura asked him a certain question, the ambiance completely changed. Okay, that's Sakura.
Oh yeah, Sakura. Yeah. Is this? It says Sakura came back. Oh,
this is before.
Oh
so
yeah, beforehand. Okay,
this is before they get Mukuro.
Okay, sure.
Then beyond the walls of the school, the world is completely destroyed. You're saying there's no one else alive? Makoto slowly sat up to answer Sakura's meek question.
Don't worry. I'm sure Kenichiro is still safe.
Yeah, so he knows about Kenichiro, even though he hadn't talked to...
Kenichiro, I had to say Kenichiro. Okay. Yeah, so... Who's Kenichiro?
So he's the one that Sakura's been battling before they went to school right?
Oh yeah, okay, that one.
She's like, I'm still looking for him.
I'm sure he'll still keep his promise to you.
Sakura gasps. Kenichiro was the only man she couldn't defeat. A man who had promised her a rematch and made her one other promise as well. How do you know that name? How do you know about that promise?
Because you told me.
It's still him.
No,
Makoto slowly corrected himself.
you told all of us.
Sakura was silent after hearing those words. It's a reference to Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star. Oh, really? Interesting. Okay.
Alright.
I thought so too, Catherine. I was like, but then it didn't make sense in my mind context-wise. I'm like, it's the other skinny boy.
Skinny boys.
Sakura was silent after hearing those words, but she then faced the other students and spoke in a loud, clear voice. I'm going to trust Makoto.
Yeah.
Sakura? Though Aoi was shocked, Sakura continued to speak with determination. What Makoto just said is something I kept locked away inside my memories. In fact, I was planning to keep that a secret until the day I died. But if I shared that secret, that means there was once a strong bond between Makoto, myself, and with my fellow students as well. Makoto continued to talk in a gentle tone. Though it couldn't have been good for his health, he continued to slowly talk about the memories that the other students no longer had. Hifumi?
This must be,
Yeah, it is Hifumi.
Yeah, Hifumi, yeah.
Well, why do you know about the story I'm planning to write? Are you a specialist end user who can predict the future? You already finished that story, Hifumi. You had me help you with inking. What? Wait a sec. How do you know I extorted money from that girl related to the Kazuya clan?
Wait. Is
yeah.
it?
So, I mean, the inking thing, is this supposed to be Hifumi?
It is Hifumi.
It is Hifumi,
It
right?
is Hifumi.
But the Kazuyu clan, is he still talking here?
Yeah, it is.
I was thinking almost it was Hiro.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the way he's talking, that was like extorted money.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
it is.
It's Hifumi.
Yeah.
So he was an artist though, right? Hiro? He drew? Oh, no. I mean,
it moved on to
already moved on.
It moved on to
Okay,
so he's talking about his memories, right?
Okay. That's the problem. Is because they didn't put any lines saying we switched to
that's right.
Hiro.
I was confused with you.
Okay, so I gotta repeat that line then. Is this?
Also, the Kazuryu clan is what's his name?
Kazuyu clan.
Baby
Gangsta.
Gangsta.
Oh, yeah, Baby Gangsta.
Yeah.
Damn right.
Yeah, that guy.
That's hilarious.
So he extorted money from a girl. So
Oh
from
my
his
God.
sister or from Peko?
Yeah.
What the? Oh man, everything's connected.
From that girl.
Fuyuhiko, thank you. I'm like, I can't remember his name.
Extorted money from Fuyuhiko's sister.
Possibly. Wait. That's why he had to hide in the school.
He had to hide in the school. Oh, yeah, that's why he was hiding from.
Because he owed money, right?
Yeah.
That's too funny. Okay.
That's.
Universes are colliding. I love it.
How do you know I extorted money from?
Okay, so it's like.
Whoa! Wait a sec. How do you know I extorted money from that girl related to the Kazuya clan?
Because you even tried to sell my organs to them.
My kidneys, specifically.
So they tried to sell Fuyuhiko Makoto's organs.
To pay off his debt. Oh, that's too funny. And agreed, FMX. He sure had some guts extorting the Yakuza. Or he's really stupid. One or the other. And by the way, hello, FMX.
Yeah. Hello, everyone.
I know, Catherine. I couldn't. I'm like, I know it started with an F, but I'm just like, baby gangsta.
Yes.
His wounds were excruciating. But even so, Makoto kept smiling and talking about their lives together, as if it was his duty to do so now that he had regained his memories. As the other students listened to him, they slowly began to realize something. The vivid accounts he was providing couldn't be explained as just passing knowledge. Clearly, some kind of bond between them all had been erased. Only Bianca remained cynical. If only we still had our underwear from the first game, we could prove it.
Mm-hmm. There's no way I would have grown closer to any of you. It's likely that you're all secretly working together.
Though Byakuya was still hostile toward Makoto's recollection of their memories, for the time being, he determined that Makoto wasn't actually a terrorist. Hey, progress has been made.
Yes.
Mukuro had bought enough time for Makoto to wake up and share his memories with the others. Even if she hadn't intended to do that, it was still a small sliver of hope that she grasped tightly. End scene.
New scene. And now, as she looked at the boy who had smiled at her, Mukuro didn't know what to say. She couldn't think of anything to say at all. The battle was over, and Mukuro was now back to being a disappointing girl. She turned away from everyone's faces and apologetically climbed off the back of the motorcycle. But Makoto saw her and slowly opened his mouth to say, "Thank you, Mukuro. You saved my life." Mukuro gave her words of sincere gratitude between his weak breaths. Mukuro couldn't bring herself to look at him as she mumbled to herself.
Why?
Huh?
Huh? If Kyoko told you, then you already know what I did, right?
After regaining his memories and learning the truth, Mukuro should have been nothing but a hated traitor to him. Why would he smile at someone like her? Mukuro kept her head down. Makoto smiled as if he was unsure how to respond and said, "Well, I guess you're right. But you also saved my life many times during these past 2 years, and..." Mukuro took a deep... Makoto. Yeah, guys, just switched the lines.
That's right.
Oh, Makoto took a deep, quiet breath and smiled at Mukuro again.
You're my friend. We all spent time with each other. It would be great if you could look for a different path, not despair. And if there's any way I can help you, I will.
Do you really think I can walk another path at this point?
I don't know what you can do, or even what I can do. But I think it's more important to look for that path instead of actually finding it.
Was this intentional or a coincidence? Just before he regained his memories, Makoto had said something similar to Mukuro when she spoke to him in the nurse's office as Junko. Regardless of whether he lost his memories or regained them, those words revealed Makoto's true character. As Mukuro confirmed that to herself, Makoto blurted out something that was almost too trusting.
And it's not just you. Even Junko can.
But he was immediately interrupted. Monokuma's face appeared on every monitor in the academy, and his laughter seemed to be coming out of every speaker.
I could have kept pretending to be that ultimate hacker, but it's boring to impersonate someone who doesn't even exist.
They don't, but they got a voice.
If this keeps up, I'll lose my identity and turn into Monokuma. Uh-huh.
Kyoko looked up at a surveillance camera and addressed Monokuma directly.
You seem to give up pretty easily. There isn't a bear anywhere that gives up as easily as I do. Regardless, I'm pretty sure Chihiro has figured out the secret of my control program by now. So just as I thought, you included that program on purpose.
Kyoko realized something when Mukuro told her about Junko. There were 2 reasons such a hateful person would intentionally leave an obvious clue inside the Monokuma units. Either Junko wanted the students to learn the truth about the outside world and themselves on their own and turn their hopes into despair, or she was looking forward to that clue resulting in her own plan being undone, which would allow her to feel despair toward herself. She was an angel of everlasting darkness, delighting in her own despair and using it to spread despair and destruction to those around her. Why would someone like that continue to play the role of Monokuma?
Actually, I set that program for Chihiro to discover if she happened to be one of the final 5 survivors. I feel so sad and empty that my preparation was a waste, but I'm going to think about it positively. The word retreat doesn't exist in Monokuma's dictionary. Okay, so Junko was planning for it to go down to 5 survivors at the end.
Yeah, because Makoto was supposed to be killed.
Right.
And then when it was down to 5, what was supposed to happen?
So if Chihiro happened to be one of the last 5, she left a program for Chihiro to find to realize that the world had been destroyed.
Okay, so Chihiro was thinking was gonna try to make it down to the 5.
She had a lot of faith in Chihiro.
Nervousness began to grip the students as Monokuma continued talking in his relaxing, uplifting voice.
So relaxing. Now then, it looks like everyone's here, including Toko, who's still tied up in her room. So let's start the heart-throbbing, exciting special graduation exam! Huh?
The students broke out in noisy confusion, but Monokuma ignored them and kept talking.
Don't think about it too hard. Relax. Change relax to Upert for all I care. I'll still be the most adorable bear here.
Byakuya, visibly annoyed with Monokuma's nonsensical ramblings, shouted, I already know it's you, Junko. Stop this stupid game and show yourself.
Oh my, don't you know? If you want to lure the mastermind out of her heavenly hidey hole, you need to bring a worthy sacrifice. You're not worthy enough at all. Do you really think the mastermind would show herself for your pathetic hope and despair?
He roared maniacally, then began to explain the special graduation exam.
Alright. So if Junko was... Well, I guess Zachary's thing is probably correct, that she just prepared a execution for each of them, but she also had, like, this program in case Chihiro happened to be one of the 5,
Yes.
Not even Mondo knew Chihiro would die and he killed him. Fair. If you pass my exam, everyone will graduate. But if you fail, you'll be held back for a whole year. I'll reset your memories, give you a fresh new lease on life, and you'll reintroduce yourselves at the start of the school year again. They say people's lives don't come with reset buttons, but I'm not a people. Whether it's soft resets or hard resets, I can do as I please.
Yasuhiro seemed confused, but the other students knew what Monokuma meant by reset. He was going to force them to relive their school lives once again. As Yasuhiro struggled to understand, Taka pointed at a nearby monitor and shouted, Stop this already! No matter what you do to us, we'll never commit murder! These past few days should have already made that clear to you!
What was that?
Jumped Monokuma.
Are you serious?
Of course! No one here would ever take another human being's life for any reason! As Taka shouted, one of the students, a pale-faced girl standing apart from the others, looked away. It was Sayaka.
Guilt.
Yeah. Murder.
Murderer.
Yeah. As she trembled, a voice popped up from behind her. Okay, Monokuma.
What do you think, Sayaka?
She couldn't even turn around from sheer terror, but Sayaka knew. She knew Monokuma was standing right behind her.
Do you really think none of you will become a killer?
Monokuma leaned towards Sayaka and asked her a question only she could hear.
By the way, Sayaka, why did you go to Makoto's room when nothing strange had happened yet? Did you two have an inappropriate relationship? What would your fans think if they found out you made a move on a boy by sneaking into his room? Or were you there for some other reason?
She could barely make a sound, much less scream, as her trembling worsened. Monokuma had nothing to gain by cornering Sayaka and toying with her emotions like this. He simply wanted to see the young singer fall into despair over her true character, and for that reason, Monokuma did not relent.
Hey! What were you trying to do to your close friend you've known for the past 2 years?
Her determination from last night blended with the memories Makoto had recounted and ate away at
Sakaya.
Yeah. Then they switched the words
I know.
around. Sayaka's mind like a disease. Who is Sakaya?
Sakaya.
As her mind began to rip itself apart, she fell to her knees. A clear ball, flying at just under 105 miles per hour, struck Monokuma in the mouth with enough force to sink into his face.
I love that. I love that Leon was the one to like save her from that.
Yes.
Considering he killed her.
Yeah.
And he saved her this time.
The speaker in Monokuma's mouth was immediately destroyed as his body rolled into a wall and stopped moving. Sayaka came to her senses and looked where the ball came flying from. She saw Leon breathing heavily as he stared intensely at Monokuma. Yasuhiro grabbed him and yelled,
Oh, dude! Why did you do that, Leon? That crystal ball is really valuable!
Oh god.
Leon had stolen Yasuhiro's crystal ball and thrown it at Monokuma.
Finally it came in useful. I love that.
Yeah.
That Monokuma bastard was trying to take Sayaka hostage. What was I supposed to do?
Dude, that crystal ball cost me $2 trillion! $2 trillion! They don't even print that much money anymore!
Oh, bullshit. Besides, if the world is all screwed up, what the hell are you gonna need money for anyway?
Hey, tell him, Leon.
But if it's safe out there, I'll just join the major leagues or whatever and pay you back.
Oh.
Okay,
still Leon.
you're still. Well, I could pay you back doing something else besides baseball.
As those two argued, Sayaka fell to her knees.
Hey!
Shouted Leon, running toward her.
Sayaka, are you okay?
She looked at him and stared blankly.
Leon.
She had made up her mind, and she raised her head as she said,
There's something I need to confess to you later.
I don't know, is that him saying it or is it Hiro?
I
I guess it's still Leon.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Leon.
okay.
Nani?
Yeah.
What? Seriously?
Sayaka was staring at Leon so intensely that he briefly forgot about the current situation.
He's like, I'm gonna get a girlfriend out of this? Heck yeah! Not just to you, but to Makoto. And the others too.
Sayaka had made up her mind to confess the sin that was weighing heavily on her heart, but Leon seemed not to hear the latter half of her remark.
He's like, I'm gonna get a confession!
He ran back to the others, slapped Hifumi and Yasuhiro on their backs, and shouted,
Alright everyone, let's ace this exam or whatever and get out of here already! There's no way I'm gonna let my happy memories of this place get taken away!
And then him and Soda became best friends.
Yes. Yeah. The Monokuma inside the monitor responded,
Fine. Now that things are finally coming to a boil, let's start the graduation exam.
Sakura, who had been outside the dormitory, suddenly appeared with some information.
The Monokumas in the hallway are acting peculiar.
The students all moved to the main building to see what Sakura was talking about. There they saw 50 Monokuma standing in 2 rows along the walls of the hallway, and one standing at the very end of the hall. There was something strange on top of this Monokuma's head, an enlarged version of the escape button that Makoto had obtained from the Mono machine. As each student took in this sight, an announcement rang throughout the school.
The me at the end of the hall has a button on top of his head that'll open the main entrance. You'll have 15 seconds to get that button, and if you do, I'll let you have it in place of a diploma.
The students seemed surprised by the straightforward explanation. Only Celeste remained calm, and she asked Monokuma with a bored look on her face.
Of course, it is not as simple as running up and taking it, is it? Oh, how mean! Do I look the kind of headmaster that would interfere with his students' graduation? Forget the gunfire salutes! I'm gonna send my graduates off with some fireworks! 100 fireworks to be exact! Enough for 20 seconds of hardcore partying!
The more perceptive students immediately realized what he was talking about. The bombs installed inside each Monokuma. They would explode one after the other, filling the hallway with fire as soon as time started.
After 15 seconds, the me standing at the back of the hall is gonna sacrifice himself to give you guys one final firework. By the way, this probably isn't important, but that button isn't very durable.
This graduation exam was Monokuma's way of saying that he had no intention of letting anyone leave. It was clear from the explosion the students saw during the entrance exam that the halls of Hope's Peak Academy would be bathed in fire. Even if someone was lucky enough to survive the explosions, the burns on their body alone would be enough to send them into a fatal shock. Their lungs might be completely incinerated by the scorched air before that. Even if they sacrificed one student to run through, the odds were low that they would even succeed. But there was no reason for every student to run at once either, and a shadow of despair fell upon their faces.
Nice! Very nice! I almost want to take a picture so I have those faces as a souvenir.
As Monokuma laughed from behind the monitor, Sakura stepped forward.
I'll do it. I have only seen the explosion once, and I believe I'm capable of withstanding its power.
No!
Shouted Aoi.
You can't! Even you couldn't handle 100 of those explosions!
Sakura shook her head.
I'm the only one who even has a chance.
Suddenly, Mondo remembered the motorcycle he parked inside the dormitory and said,
I was wondering, I'm like,
Yeah.
You guys saw the motorcycle.
"Hold up! That motorcycle might be fast enough to go through those explosions. I'll do it,"
Don't be hasty.
urged Sakura.
Even if the motorcycle is unharmed by the explosions, that doesn't mean its rider will be.
As Sakura and others continued their debate, one person stepped toward the hallway lined with Monokumas.
I'll do it.
Mukuro?
Screamed Makoto weakly. Yeah, Makuro.
Makuro.
Yeah, Makuro.
That's the ship name from Makoto.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Mukuro, with her back facing Makoto, turned her head to the side slightly and gave him a small nod. She knew it would come to this. She knew why Monokuma would pose such an impossible exam.
Junko is already looking forward to the next despair game. She's going to erase everyone's memories, including mine. She just wants to torment us and fill us with despair before that happens. Thank you for telling me you charged, phone.
But Mukuro knew her sister's personality all too well, and that's why she was confident. She knew that the escape button was real. Whenever Junko brought despair to others, she always makes sure there was a possibility that despair would befall her instead. If the students won the gamble and made it through this horrible situation, they would finally escape to the outside world. That outcome would obviously fill Junko with immense despair. In the same way she left a clue in Monokuma's control room, Junko could not be satisfied unless she took pains to ensure her own destruction. It was this quality that made Junko the ultimate despair. That's why Mukuro was determined to do it. She knew she was the only person who stood a chance of making that outcome possible, even if she had to risk her life. But right now, Mukuro wanted to live more than anything. She wanted to hold on to this world, a world she had no interest in previously. She didn't even know if this hesitation she felt was disappointing or not, but she wanted to live and continue searching for a new path. A path where she could abandon her submission to despair, where she could accept the sins of the past and continue to live. Mukuro, who was known as a war machine, found her heart beset by overwhelming fear and anxiety. Until now, it had never occurred to her that determination was necessary to live. As if she was brushing that fear aside, she quietly said,
Thank you, Makoto.
Unfortunately, the words she said to the boy who showed her new possibilities never reached his ears. Sakura, however, heard her and frowned as she said,
If you're planning to sacrifice yourself as an act of penance, I'll stop you with all my power.
Though her words were firm, there was unmistakable affection hiding in them. Both girls had dedicated their lives to battle, and yet Mukuro felt a twinge of jealousy towards Sakura for possessing something she lacked. Mukuro leaned towards Sakura and whispered in her ear,
Whisper.
What? Are you serious?
As Sakura's frown intensified, Monokuma's voice blared throughout the halls.
Alright, I'm gonna start the exam now. Ready, set, go!
There was no time for questions or objections. The frontmost Monokuma exploded, sending a roaring wave of heat through the hall. But Mukuro didn't look away. She began moving, powered by resolute determination.
End scene.
Okay.
Monokuma room. As soon as the graduation exam started, the mastermind focused her control entirely on the Monokuma holding the escape button, and completely synchronized her field of vision with it. She knew what was going to happen next. She could predict what her sister, Mukuro, would do in this exact situation, where she would choose to focus her superhuman skill with weaponry. And so, through Monokuma's eyes, she watched the scene unfold exactly as she had predicted. A pointed metal bar burst through the explosions, heading straight for the weak point of the Monokuma holding the escape button. Specifically, it was aiming for the point where the bomb's detonation system and Monokuma's power source overlapped. It flew straight and true, as if it had been fired by a master archer. In order to bring despair to Monokuma, and by extension Junko as well, the super soldier known as Mukuro Ikusaba threw the pipe like a spear so it could attack the same weak point she had pierced in the nurse's office. As explosions filled the hallway until only fire remained visible, the spear's speed and precision as it soared to its target defied all human logic. But the mastermind knew. She knew Mukuro had used her power to fill the world with despair. Power was all that disappointing girl had, but that power was useless against Monokuma. The mastermind had predicted that Mukuro would put all her effort into that throw, and Monokuma caught the metal bar perfectly between his hands. The force of the throw knocked Monokuma back several yards, but the pointed end of the bar never pierced through his chest. Well, that was disappointing. The mastermind turned to look at a different monitor. She wanted to see the look on Mukuro's face when she realized that she failed to strike Monokuma. The despair of seeing the final Monokuma explode right before her eyes, completely obliterating the escape button. She wanted to sear this memory of her disappointing sister's final moments as her newfound hope sank into a dark pit of despair. On instinct, she turned her attention to the surveillance camera that hadn't been destroyed, but instead of seeing Mukuro and the others, she only saw Sakura, who looked as though she had finished launching an attack. She only thought it was strange for 1 second. But then the hopelessly powerful mastermind completely understood the situation and shifted her point of view to Monokuma. But because of that single second, Junko would feel just a pang of despair. Just a whisper.
3 seconds left. Amid the smoke, flames and heat encircling the hallway, it burst through with the speed of a cannon shell. It glared at Monokuma with hot, boiling eyes that betrayed the icy expression on its face, and then, sharply, swiftly, strongly, it transformed into a living weapon that cuts through everything, revealing its true form in that hall of despair. 2 seconds left. Monokuma, who was still holding the metal bar in his hands, tried to move, but at that exact moment, the living weapon carved a path through the flames and appeared before him. Its body, which had never been wounded on any battlefield, was sustaining all manners of burns and injuries. But even so, it did not falter. The fire in its eyes never flickered once. 1 second left. The living weapon, Mukuo, slammed her knee into the back of the metal bar Monokuma was holding. The sharp tip of that metal bar pierced through Monokuma like a rail spike, shredding the detonator and his power source into pieces. Time's up. The 100 explosions ceased, and smoke blanketed the hallway. Mukuo had dived into Monokuma, and the pristine escape button now rested in her hand. She and the other students of Hope's Peak Academy had passed the graduation exam. It was only a small amount of despair. Monokuma had tasted it only in only 3 seconds.
End. Poor Samantha. What a time for an ad and the video to break right during the epic, 3 seconds to go to turn off the explosion. Glad you can see chat again, though. First floor, hallway. Junko. Mukuro looked down at Monokuma. He could no longer move or self-destruct. When she spoke to him, a static-filled voice emitted from his mouth. It seemed his communication function still worked. I never expected you to do that. He still sounded like Monokuma. It seems his voice modulator was unharmed as well. I must have overestimated you. I never thought you'd need anybody's help on the battlefield. When I give the signal, please launch me forward with a roundhouse kick. Whatcha? The chat freezes when YouTube hits you with an ad. That's great. I'm glad that, everything works so smoothly on YouTube.
Oh boy.
Mukuro whispered these words to Sakura just before the explosion started. After Mukuro threw the metal bar, she jumped into the air at the exact moment Sakura unleashed a roundhouse kick. Right when Sakura's foot made contact with her own, Mukuro used the force generated by her kick to propel herself at Monokuma. Using the ultimate martial artist's superhuman attack like a springboard, she shot herself through the air like an artillery shell. Enduring intense heat, shrapnel, and blood-draining G-force, she stayed conscious as she charged through the hallway engulfed with explosions and despair. Mukuro trusted Junko. She trusted Junko to predict that she'd throw the metal bar and catch it accordingly. Then she tried to look at her face as the despair sets in. The Junko Enoshima she knew would definitely do that. Although Mukuro hadn't predicted that her sister would try to kill her with the spears of Gungnir, she had a better understanding of her actions now. Wolverine and Colossus fastball special. Yeah, exactly, Zachary, exactly. Oh, okay, really, Samantha. So that happened to you 2 weeks ago as well. Alright, well, good to know. If anyone's ever like, why is the chat blank? I can be like, you have to reload the video, because YouTube's dumb. As Mukuro stared Monokuma in his face, all he could do was laugh scornfully. You put your life in someone else's hands for a deadly battle? I don't know how I feel about that. You'll always be a half-assed disappointment. I guess this time I'll just say I lost because I didn't see this much disappointment coming. The end. The end. Mukuro shook her head at Monokuma. No. You're wrong, Junko. Huh? If you want to talk about winning or losing, I think we lost before we even started. Mukuro's eyes shifted from side to side as if she was unsure of something, and she fidgeted in place as she continued to talk. No matter how much despair they felt, you didn't think they'd kill each other the way they were before. That's why you erased their memories. They aren't like the others you forced in the past. You knew these students would never do it.
They aren't like the others you forced in the past.
Yeah, so that's why she had to erase their memories.
Yes.
That's what you believed, isn't it? What are you talking about?
So the others in the past, is this referring to the ones from the second game?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, it's okay, Junko. I'll bring back everyone's memories someday, and I'll show you everyone's happiness. And their bonds. I'll show all that to you. And fill you with even more despair. Mukuro nodded after she said this, as if to cheer her sister up. After several seconds of silence, Monokuma responded. You finally beat me this one time, and that lame speech is the best you can do. You're such a disappointment. You never fill me with despair. It's just constant disappointment. After pouting like a sore loser, Monokuma continued to speak in his usual tone. But you guys will be back. And when that time comes, I'll invite you guys to a wonderful place. I found out about this fun island while I was running things here.
The island.
The island. I shall live on. Monokuma's laughter filled the room before the static finally cut out and his remains fell silent. He wouldn't be talking again anytime soon. The mastermind was already preparing a new despair to bring to the world and to the students of Hope's Peak Academy, Junko included. In the end, the mastermind stayed in her Monokuma persona until the very end, and Junko Enoshima never showed her face again. It was as if she resented the despair Mukuro had given her. That thought almost filled Mukuro with despair. But when she heard her classmates calling for her, she sealed that despair into the depths of her heart. From now on, she would seal away all her despair. And one day, when she can give Junko the perfect despair, she'll unleash all the despair she stored and plunge with her sister into a dark abyss. I won't leave my little sister alone. In the end, that was the first hope the disappointing older sister had felt since she was a child. All right. And by the way, hello, JJ and Snow.
Ooh.
Glad that the stream is helping after attending a funeral, JJ. My condolences to you, but nice to have you joining us. And hope everyone's doing good. Hey, look, it's that final CG we got from the first game.
Yes, exactly that.
The alternate
cutscene
ending.
where everybody's just
I like that Mukuro, like, I'm just gonna put my wig on again
yeah,
real quick.
Right? Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. The secrets. Secrets. You can't spoil it. Several hours later, main entrance.
They even addressed it. That's great. I love that. That's Makoto.
Okay.
Mukuro, are you really going to go out wearing that wig?
After receiving a blood transfusion of the correct blood type, Makoto was beginning to show signs of recovering. Mukuro, holding her wig to disguise herself as Junko Enoshima, nodded.
If I live as Junko, I might be able to understand her better.
I am Junko.
I am Junko.
Despite that, Mukuro's voice still sounded like her own, as if she hadn't fully decided.
And I've made up my mind. While I'm out there, I've decided I'll accept everyone's hatred toward me. And toward Junko. I can't die until I've destroyed all the despair that Junko has spread.
The damage that ultimate despair inflicted upon the world cannot be measured in terms of money, culture, or even human life. Television broadcasts had already begun informing people that Junko Enoshima and Mukuro Ikusaba were the heart of ultimate despair. Among the survivors in the outside world, there were still people who hadn't been tainted by despair yet. Regardless of the fact that she released Makoto and the others, to these survivors she was nothing more than the reason the world ended. And to the terrorists wearing Monokuma masks who continued to ravage the world, Mukuro was nothing but a traitor. She was now in the hopeless situation of being enemies with most of humanity. But Mukuro wasn't making a big deal out of it.
I'm going to try not to kill anyone who comes after me for revenge.
So they still acknowledge the people that wear Monokuma masks outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're part of the despair group.
Yeah.
We just haven't really seen those people at all.
Yeah.
But they're still out there.
But we'll see them in Ultimate Despair Girls, probably.
I guess so. Yeah. Okay. Yasuhiro.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be safer to just turn yourself in? Wondered Yasuhiro. Well, you might just get executed instead. But you could live to be an old lady if your trial keeps getting pushed back.
Mukuro slowly shook her head at Yasuhiro.
Okay, no worries, Snow. Thank you for popping in to say hello. Hope you have a good appointment.
Okay, yeah. Take care.
Laws. Justice. These things no longer exist.
Is it really that bad out there? Maybe we should just stay in here.
Byakuya glared at Yasuhiro with contempt. Ignorant idiots should just shut up. Your fate won't change whether you stay in here or not. Though he was shocked to learn the Togami Corporation had been destroyed, Byakuya continued to remain firm and proud, even toward Mukuro. You are a rare asset, continued Byakuya, so I will let you live for now. Depending on your actions, I may consider forgiving your crimes after I've built a new world.
Uh-huh.
Only a Togami would boast that they're capable of forgiving the crime of ending the world.
True. You don't need to do that. I don't plan on just surviving.
After turning away from Byakuya, Mukuro looked at the other students. Everyone was reacting in their own way. Kyoko had a look of quiet preparation. Toko, having just changed back from Genocide Jack, was panicked and confused. Mukuro looked back on the 2 years she spent with them, then turned to Makoto, who shared the same memories as her, and gave him the escape button.
Makoto, you press it.
Huh? Me?
I think it's better if you press it instead of me.
Let's do it together!
That was one!
Friendship! As she watched Makoto accept the button with some hesitation, Mukuro thought about what Monokuma had said.
You guys will be back!
Mukuro knew that Monokuma was telling the truth. After all, the file the students needed to fully restore their lost memories remained hidden in the academy. The research notes of Yusuke Matsuda, the ultimate neurologist. Yusuke Matsuda, we never seen that one, did we?
They mentioned him briefly at the end of 2 as being one of the ones that made the program.
Oh, the program that they were in?
Yeah, in the second game. So
alright.
they had the ultimate neurologist, the ultimate
because
programmer.
that's all related to the island, and then that's why she mentioned the island too.
Yeah, so that's a good. I like all the connections they did for that. That's good.
So it's his research is the key to restoring everyone's memories. Even if the students no longer have their memories, they may be able to repair the bonds they had built among themselves over the past 2 years. But as long as their memories remain unrestored, the mastermind could still repeat her deadly plan. Although the island mentioned earlier sounded strange, the students could not turn their backs on the despair facing them.
Then, let's go.
Makoto remembered everything that was happening in the outside world. The boy who had chosen to remain inside the academy 2 years ago was now choosing to leave. How much did he struggle to come to that decision? But he was determined to face the despair awaiting him outside and hid his internal conflict from the others. By protecting Makoto's hope, Mukuro would bring despair to her beloved sister. But she no longer knew if the end result of her goal would lead to hope or despair. She pulled the wig over her head and hid her face with her hands. Was she smiling because hope was waiting for her? Or was she crying because her path would lead to despair? When she lowered her hands, her face was devoid of all emotion. Mukuro no longer knew what expression she would wear on her face. At the same time, Makoto pressed the escape button. A siren began to wail as the turrets retracted into the ceiling. From beyond the heavy door, a bright light appeared. An infinite number of ifs, and all the possibilities contained therein, encased the world. Accepting everything, hope, despair, and even the feelings of that disappointing girl, Mukuro Ikusaba.
Hey,
Yay,
it even
playing the
played.
clip. Yeah.
Play the clip!
Mhm.
That's why they're like, you should really get all the items from the first game.
Yeah, exactly.
Before you play them.
Whoa. The door is opening.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the atom bomb outside.
I know, right? Yeah.
Ah. Amazing. Hey, we did it!
Very nice. I really enjoyed that.
I did too. That was actually like really good.
The Button of Hope and the Tragic Warriors of Despair.
Nice. All right. Hey guys.
Yay!
Thank you for joining us for If. Because I remember them saying like, oh, they were thinking of doing a what if scenario for the first game, and that's why they had made the extra CG, right?
Yes.
Of them all escaping, and then they're like, oh, they just scrapped it. But then they ended up turning it into a light novel.
A novel of a different version of the
Yeah.
story. Yeah, I really enjoyed it though. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some of the fight scenes went on like too long for
Yeah,
reading.
they were very detailed fight scenes.
Like if there had been
I
like
perfectly understand what they're going for. Like this is like it being written down, but if it was
Yes.
like drawn out, it would be a lot different.
Absolutely. I was just gonna say,
Yeah.
if we had like some manga panels or something
Yes.
going on,
Yeah.
that would have been like, mwah, chef's kiss. But
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. Okay, I just need to use the washroom before we go into island mode, because we're still like only halfway through the stream. So
Yes.
sit tight, guys, or go take a bathroom break, get yourself some water, and we'll be back momentarily.
Yep.
Okay, guys, we are back. So let's pop into island mode and see what awaits us there. Lots of dating, basically.
Yeah.
Welcome to Dangan Island.
Thank you, Usami.
Panic.
And by the way, hello, Johnny. Huge panic at the heartthrob is question mark at the school trip?
Yeah.
What?
Ding 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 ding.
Ring the ding ding.
Hey,
Hey.
Here
you
we
hear
go
me?
again.
Oh man, Nagito's alive again.
Yeah.
We're glitching in, it's fine.
are you okay? You seem pretty out of it. To be honest, I'm also... No, everyone else feels the same too, since we suddenly got put in this weird situation. Hey, are you listening?
I don't understand. Why am I here? That's right. I was supposed to be at Hope's Peak Academy, but all of a sudden, I was at a tropical island for some reason. And afterward, that's it! I remember now. There were 15 other students, and then a mysterious, self-proclaimed rabbit mascot suddenly appeared. That's right. And I remember what that thing said. It said this was a school trip. Because my memories are fuzzy right now, it seems I don't remember my talent. And since I don't know what the heck is going on, I began collecting these things called hope fragments. And then... I guess it's Nagito, isn't it? Oh, is it Usami? Is it Nagito?
Can you hear me? Hey! Hajime!
Yeah. Huh?
What?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I guess
Okay,
it was
it was
Nagito.
Hajime!
Are you okay? You know who I am, right?
Yeah. You're Nagito, right?
I'm glad.
I'm so relieved. I thought you forgot about me.
How mean.
You suddenly started staring into space, and no matter what I said, you wouldn't respond.
Sorry. What happened to the others?
I see.
Oh, that's right. We need to hurry.
Um,
A weird thing suddenly appeared on the monitor and told us to go to Jabberwock Park. Usami and the others are already there. I wonder what's going to happen this time.
What's going on? A strange uneasiness filled us as we hurried over to Jabberwock Park.
By the way, guys, let me know if the sound is loud enough for you, because I had to turn it down for the light novel, because it was so much louder. But let me know if this needs to be turned up at all.
Once we arrived, we heard Usami's scream echo throughout the area.
Hiya!
Where are you? Where are you hiding?
Hey!
Where are you? Show yourself!
Okay, great FMX, thank you. Once more, with feeling.
Once more.
Okay, great, Catherine, thank you. Hi.
Why, hello there! Thank you all for waiting! Long time no see, guys!
I am Monokuma.
And
I like that it just...
Cuts him off just forcefully.
I am Monica.
Yeah.
There you are! Cheerio!
Get him, Usami.
Take this! Slap, 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 slap!
Ouch!
Hey, you! Don't interrupt me till I'm finished talking.
No questions asked!
Stop!
here.
And now for the coup de grace! Usami Final Splash Spark!
She beat him again, yay! Just like in the first game.
Love and justice always win in the end!
Ah! I can't believe I lost to Usami!
You're too noisy! Now that you've learned your lesson, don't ever interfere with the school trip again!
On!
Okay.
And so, the black and white bear-looking thing hobbled away.
Imagine if that was like
Yeah.
how the game went. It was
Yes,
just like, okay,
yeah.
I give up. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Yay!
There's the music.
No dark clouds. I forgot this is what we're
Yes.
gonna have to listen to for the next 80
Yeah,
hours.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
I really wish we had a camera because Max is just vibing
Yeah,
to this,
yeah,
like.
yeah, that's joking around, but yeah.
Usami was like, "It's on site."
Yeah.
It's true.
How was that just now?
Sorry, I forgot your name earlier, baby gangster.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to get pumped up.
What a heated battle! Just watching it got me pumped up. That was an epic performance. You're pretty good, Usami.
Despite my looks, I'm your teacher. I'm supposed to protect everyone after all.
Let me ask.
That stick looks like some sort of exquisite blade. Do you intend to kill us with that now?
What?
Could it be?
Or perhaps you intend to make us all kill each other on this uninhabited island?
See.
That might be necessary for our survival. After all, food and water will eventually run scarce here.
That is definitely not going to happen.
Problem.
Though in some ways you'll need to survive here. Your lives aren't in any danger whatsoever.
I see.
Can you even call that survival?
What? Are you stupid?
Jeez, what are you guys talking about? There's no way killings are going to happen.
She's right. We're on a school trip at a tropical island, right? We should just make the most of it.
As long as there's hope, I personally don't mind killing or being killed.
Not Nagito?
Nagito? What are you?
I like that we just started.
Yeah,
Hajime's
he's
already like, not Nagito?
For now.
It seems that as long as we don't do anything strange, we're not in any danger.
Right?
Also, we can leave this island as soon as we finish gathering the hope fragments, right?
Ta-da!
That's what I've been saying from the beginning.
What?
I didn't think you were serious about that.
Come on.
What is this school trip anyway? What are you trying to make us accomplish on this
I
island?
shall explain.
Alrighty, I shall announce it to everyone right now.
Hey!
While you all relax on this tropical paradise, you must get along and strengthen your bonds with each other. That's the main rule of this heart-throbbing school trip.
What did you say?
Heart-throbbing school trip?
He looks so shocked.
I know, he's like, what the?
Spend these peaceful and relaxing days nourishing hope and lazing about, free from pain, free from suffering.
Love, love.
And so this lovey-dovey, heart-throbbing school trip starts right now.
What the hell does that even mean? There's no way I can believe such a foolish...
Yahoo!
Love!
Huh?
All right.
Now that's it. Now that that's decided, let's go swimming.
All right.
I expected something like this would happen, so I took the liberty of wearing my swimsuit under my clothes. That is not possible because you wear a full scuba outfit, and I would see
Yes.
that under your shirt.
Oh, what a coincidence! I did too!
Okay.
So did I. My loins are always ready to go.
Already.
Yeah. Already ready to go. Yeah, I love everybody just joining it. Just like, yeah, I got my swimsuit.
I know which was it. It's fine.
Like, yeah, I like. She just got on this island too, and then she's like, Sonya's acting like she. Oh yeah, I always had this swimsuit ready to go.
I was already ready.
It's like, hold on, everybody just got here. Everyone just got on this island. You couldn't have already done.
Oh, so funny.
Wait, you guys, hold on.
Come on.
There's a race to the ocean.
Please wait.
Engines revving.
Yahoo!
Also, side note, I love what they've done with the UI now. It's so much easier to
Oh
see
yeah,
who's talking.
I can clearly see it now. Yeah, it's black and white now.
Yeah, and it's red when it's other characters and
Yes.
blue when it's Hajime. It's
Oh,
like
boy.
so
Yeah.
much easier to read.
Yeah, what the heck? It's in the same game too. What's going
I'm like,
on?
why didn't you fix the UI for the first part of it?
Yeah.
It's so much easier to tell who's talking.
Seriously?
Yay!
and the scene again,
Let's
yeah.
swim again.
A white sandy beach. Crystal clear ocean.
Oh, actually, she's not wearing her scuba outfit. She's wearing a normal swimsuit.
Oh, she does go 2 times then.
Yeah,
so
she
is that a
does.
different outfit then for the second time?
I think so.
Was she-
Game Dan, hello. How are you?
Was she the one with the scuba? I thought it was Pekko. I guess Pekko wasn't the one.
Yeah, I think because remember Soda was like all excited and it's like
Yeah.
full scuba outfit.
Sure.
So Dan, we just finished the light novel and we're starting island mode now, so it's time to build a bunch of things. Did you?
Yeah, I said that line.
Okay, alright.
High school students enjoying themselves. This feels like a resort. There's no other way to describe it. I don't have to doubt this at all. And so, the curtain to our school trip has been raised.
You can finally swim this time, Hajime.
Yeah.
Yay, let's have the opening!
Dun, 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 dun.
I love this, it's great. Welcome back, Samantha. You're just in time for the anime intro. What the heck? Wait a minute.
What the heck? Oh.
Usami?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell me something? I don't know if I'm ready, Usami. I honestly don't. No, you haven't missed any free time events, Samantha. You're good. She's blasting off again!
It's going hard on that. Oh, very nice. Very nice.
That was great. Good job, everybody.
After we play to our heart's content, we listen to Usami and return to the park once again.
I shall explain.
Okay, I shall now explain how everyone must spend your time on this long-awaited school trip.
You serious?
What the heck does that mean? We can't just spend time playing around.
So we're finally getting to the point. As I recall, you said we had to survive here. What does that mean?
That's right.
You have to survive. Everyone's goal is to collect all the hope fragments. So, from this point on, everyone on this island will cooperate and live together for 50 days.
Crap! 50 days? That's a super long time!
That long?
Come on.
Who cares about the length? More importantly, what do you mean by cooperate?
I mean the class goal.
Huh?
Class goal?
Got it?
In order to make everyone get along even more, I'll regularly ask you to work together to make things. Simply put, you guys will work together to create the item that I ask you for.
I don't want any trouble.
If we can't do that, are we going to, get punished? Don't be absurd. There's no penalty for failing to make the item. In fact, if you achieve your goal, I'll give you something
Yeah, I
nice.
know, we thought it's like penalty.
Yeah, the penalty.
Alrighty. Let's try making an item now.
We should always start with the small things first. Remember, the ones that are less harder to make. Because is there like there's an ultimate thing to make at the end where we can't get there on
the
multiple
first
couple of tries, right?
Yeah. I was going to ask, like, should we focus on raising everyone's levels the first couple of times while we're just filling out the report
building
cards?
up. Report cards?
Yeah, because remember we have to do, like, normal hangouts to fill out, like, their report card sections with all the
Yes.
hope fragments, and then there's, like, the next section where you take them out on dates and fill that up to 10
yes.
hearts.
Yeah, I guess we could do that. Whatever you
So-
prefer.
Yeah, I'm like, just because then because your levels carry over.
Yes.
to next playthroughs.
Yeah, you don't need to waste your supplies.
Yeah.
They'll carry over to the next time.
Yeah, I don't think the supplies carry over.
Oh, yeah, it was something did. What was it? Something carry over.
Something carries over. What does carry? I know your levels carry over. I don't think your consumables don't.
No, not your materials that
No.
you collected.
Uh,
It's just that you level up their abilities, right?
Yes.
So you need to level them up to maximum,
yeah,
and then that will allow you to make the most powerful
right.
items, right?
Yeah, because then it's like you get the higher their levels are, the more cleaning they do, and the more items they are able to
Yes.
collect.
Yeah, exactly. Each time you go through, you need to actually use the materials you collect to buy those rank up consumables.
Yes.
So that will make it faster.
On future playthroughs.
Future playthroughs, yeah.
And-
Maybe that's what you should be focusing on, just making sure to level up
That's what I'm wondering.
everyone's powers for cleaning and building.
Yeah, because all that really matters, like,
Gathering
we don't need,
materials.
like, the date tickets until after we've done the report cards.
Yes,
so building
exactly,
stuff
yeah,
doesn't matter
because,
right
yeah,
now.
it doesn't matter to get the dating cards because we're not going to use them.
And then the final one also doesn't matter because that only unlocks the last scene with them where you get their special present at the
Yeah, I
end.
know, right, exactly. That's for completion. Yeah.
So, okay, I think we got a game plan then. Yeah, it might be friendship I was thinking of. I can't remember. I know that when you maxed out hearts, for sure, it, like, that carried over. But I don't remember if partial hearts carried over or not. We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
We'll get
ranking
there.
up is good plan.
Is good plan, yes.
Yes.
Sorry that that Bob attacked your phone during the entire anime intro. I guess Bob doesn't like anime, so.
Mm-hmm.
But glad things are working now for you, Dan.
Now then, the first goal I need to make is...
Ta-da!
right here!
A flower pin? What's that?
It's a hairpin made from pretty flowers. It's very lovely. Love, love. Please make one.
You say that, but what do we have to do?
You are right.
We do not have any sort of materials.
Got it?
You need to visit various areas of the island and gather the materials.
Ta-da!
Ah, but there's no need to worry. I've already gathered the materials you need for your first goal.
Alrighties!
Let's try a practice session first.
Yahoo!
So, here you go. Please make a rope with this. Afterward, if you combine this with the rope, you'll be able to create a flower pin. Please bring it to me when you're finished. Try not to get distracted. Okay, have a nice day.
All right, here we go.
So we got personal effects.
Okay,
and
so we-
e-handbook.
Yeah, we can't access
Access,
this yet
yeah,
because this is just like the tutorial.
Yeah, the tutorial construct.
Okay. No materials as they are surrounded by flowers. It's so true.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Rope. So we need to make the rope first.
Hey, we can make the spear of Gungnir.
Hey, doubles the amount of meat materials collected. Meat materials, so doubles that. So having that on you and using it as a power up for a limited time allows you to
Yeah.
collect stuff.
This is what.
That's-
That's just cleaning efficiency. Must be
Yeah.
under consumables, maybe?
Yeah, like look at the bottom, kind of.
Yeah,
Raises
there it
cleaning
is.
level by 1.
And.
Raises
Okay.
collection level by 1.
Okay. Aw, no. That's so. I'm so sorry, Dan, that Bob, like, completely ruined your break.
Oh man.
Well, hopefully work is good, and later on you'll be able to watch some of the stream.
Yeah.
Good luck out there. Okay, so we
Good
need
luck.
10 shiny stones, 10 magical powders, 10 Java crystals, 10 Job diamonds, and 10 Java pearls.
And then how do you make those? All of those things you find from areas that you go to.
Yeah, it doesn't look like we actually make them, so they're items, which is
Okay.
that's good.
Yeah.
That makes it simple.
Yep. So that's good. So yeah, we should kind of focus on that, collecting those types of items if we can get them. So that's Jabba alloy.
Okay, so yeah, it's just
Like, I remember you always made like a paper list out just to know. I like pictures. You took pictures.
Yeah.
That's what you do. Yeah.
I will take pictures when we get there. We don't need it right this second, so. Okay. A rope.
Okay, there's a rope.
And then
And
there's
you make a pretty hairpin. You can find it.
You can find it.
Yay!
Okay, you did very well. I'll give you some tickets.
Whoa, 5 tickets to start.
Whoa.
I can't even use these.
No.
I mean, I guess I could take out Gundam, but that's about it.
Yeah, it's okay.
Gundam can wait.
I'll carefully explain how they work later, so make sure you don't throw them away. How is it? Do you understand how to do it now?
This is too easy.
I see.
Since it's not too difficult, we might be able to do this.
Nice work, everyone. Now then, please do your best to gather materials for next time.
Hey!
Even if you don't do it well at first, you'll get the hang of it with enough practice. However, please don't overwork yourselves. It's also important that you rest if you get tired.
Got it?
Also, make sure you keep your rooms clean. If they get too dirty, you'll have to do something unpleasant.
Yippee-ki-yay!
The main goal of this school trip is to gather all the hope fragments before time runs out. Please don't forget that.
Alrighties!
Now then, here is your next class goal. The next goal is
Another.
Another
the same
one.
thing. This time, please make it by gathering materials. I'll check in 5 days to see if you finished.
We will not finish.
We will not do this.
No, we will
We
indeed
will not waste
do
our
this.
materials to build it.
Okay, so we don't have anything right now. Okay.
Yeah, nothing yet. We have to actually send people to gather materials.
Is my pet still alive? It
It
is.
is. Still with us.
Snake and me is still with us, guys. Okay, let's do a new save. And set tasks. Oh, it's so bright!
Each person can engage in one of 3 activities each day.
Oh, thank you, Squidward.
Collect. Go to one of 10 locations to search for materials. Each location will have its own unique materials for you to collect. Clean. Raise your level of cleanliness. If this reaches 0, you will receive a penalty. And rest. Take a break to restore HP, which decreases whenever you collect or clean. Each person has 3 stats. HP, a person's physical condition. If this reaches 0, they won't be able to act for 3 days, so keep a close eye on this. Collection level determines how efficient the person is at collecting. This will increase as you collect. Max level is 9. And cleaning level determines how efficient the person is at cleaning. This will increase as you clean. Max level is 9.
Okay. Thank you, Squidward.
No problem.
Alright, so that's how we select our activity. Press X to rest. I'm not gonna remember that. Tab is begin, F1 is show help, WS, QE voice calls. Okay. So, boys, and then
Yeah, so you can see
all the different stuff. And of course we have to like do each one to find out what stuff you can collect.
yeah, you
where.
can collect from each of those areas. Do you forget it every time it resets?
No, that
It
that
will
carries.
remember it? It carries it over?
Yeah,
Okay.
that is one thing that carries over.
Okay,
so
so-
he's good at finding stuff.
Yeah,
So
I
we'll
mean,
put
right now
him-
we don't really need anybody to clean because...
Oh, it's Max. That's
yeah,
right.
because it's not anything dirty yet.
Okay, so we'll just have everybody
Just go out.
take a spot.
Yep.
Okay, great. And then there. I don't know why I started with you down here. Well, I guess since you're here.
Remember when I was winning the last game, we had to build a lot of those, like, gather material power-ups to use to get everybody to go, like, full-on gathering.
I know. It's true.
It's like we had to predict down the line that we needed this many materials for that.
Remember, I had to
item.
like quick save and keep loading because I'm
That
like, I don't have the
item.
right stuff.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Nope, wrong things.
All right, let's go. Ah, great song for gathering. Let's go. Fly, Usami, fly.
Usami is flying.
Hey.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Oh.
He
Hey.
actually has wings.
She does have wings.
Monokuma did something similar.
He just kinda, like, floated.
In the air, yeah.
We got a Jabba potato
Mm-hmm.
and a
Jabba.
Jabbanana.
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 Jabba cabbage.
Jabba cabbage.
Jabba crab.
All right. And we got a shiny stone. That's good, probably.
Hello.
Yep, you got it, Catherine.
Good job, everyone!
Got it?
Now you have some free time. You can spend that time however you wish. But make sure you gather all the hope fragments within 50 days. That's everyone's goal, after all. I apologize for repeating myself so many times, but please try not to forget.
Hey.
Even if you think it's impossible, please don't give up. I'll make sure to do something so you can definitely accomplish it one day. So don't worry. Just talk to everyone a lot and gradually collect all the hope fragments, okay?
Hey.
Also, if you use one of the trip tickets I gave you earlier, you can go somewhere and play. You can shoot for a love outcome, but you also won't be able to gather hope fragments, so be careful. When you achieve the class goal, I'll give you these trip tickets, okay?
Alrighties.
Let's give it everything we've got.
Yeah, that's what Monokuma says.
Oh, that's
Let's give it everything we've got.
I'm terribly sorry, but do you have a second? As Usami has explained just now, you can now spend your free time with whomever you like. However, as you gather hope fragments, you'll notice the scenes are exactly the same as in the main game. So you might notice people talking about having to kill each other. I know that seems strange, but this is island mode after all. It's a bonus, an addition to the main story. So please keep that in mind and try not to judge us too harshly. Anyway, take your time exploring and enjoy.
Yeah.
We have the same disclaimer at the beginning of the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly FMX. Let's go meet with somebody.
someone.
Who should I talk to?
Obviously the ultimate imposter. But first, let's talk to you, Usami.
Alrighties.
Let's look at how much everyone loves each other.
Hajime's love and intimacy. How is it? It's pretty terrible. Nobody loves me.
Hey.
You need to raise that with the tickets.
You can raise your love level with someone if you use a trip ticket and entertain them.
Got it?
However, you cannot gather hope fragments when you do this. Even if your love level is full, it won't mean anything if you don't have enough hope fragments.
Okay, Mom, I get it. Alright, well, he's right here, so.
Yeah.
Like, we should probably do it in the same order we did the first time, right? Like, people who died,
Yes.
plus the executions and stuff.
Yes.
Alright. What do I want to do with Byakuya? I want to spend some time together.
Yeah.
I should have saved before this.
Yes.
Very strange.
Yeah.
Can I save? I can save right now. I can cheat.
Who in the world organized this farce? Even if I wanted to think about it, there aren't enough clues. All this thinking is making me hungry. Let's have a small meal. Come.
I spent time with Byakuya today watching him eat an obscene amount of food. Looks like Byakuya let me get a little closer to him.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so now I gotta look at what Byakuya likes. Let's
Can you
see.
give me the most powerful things he likes?
Yeah, it's not so much power. It's just how many times you can give it to
Oh
him.
yeah, give it to him. Yeah, okay. So got
We have
chocolate.
one mineral water.
Yeah, I mean, let's skip it to
Let's
something
see.
else. We got Bojabo dolls.
Potpourri. A ring, jerky.
Oh, yeah, it's back up there. Chocolate chip jerky is 5. right here.
I see. Okay. Dried beef sprinkled with chocolate chips. Ah.
Oh,
Why are we giving this to this man? Okay, hold on. I gotta fix everything. There we go. Boop. A preserved meat product invented by an experimental cook. There's no guarantee this will actually taste good. Perfect. Let's give it to him.
do you really think I would be happy with something like this?
Listen,
Correct. Good work, Hajime.
what do you want?
And what did you want to talk to me about?
Huh? I didn't say anything.
I can tell just by looking at your face. You need my power, right? As a member of the Togami family, I'm in a position to guide weaklings. No need to hold back. Come, try me.
If you insist, well,
Hold it. There's no need to say it since I already know. I share your dissatisfaction.
no, I wasn't really trying to talk about my dissatisfaction.
Listen,
If I lived like a beast, I would not be dissatisfied living on this island. However, I am a creature of intellect. I'm a modern person who lives in a new era. There's something important missing from this island. You should also know what that is, right?
Something important missing from this island. Wait, why am I being quizzed all of a sudden? Of course, there are many things it could be, but I'm pretty sure Byakuya is probably talking about.
So are we supposed to do that thing where we reload and like see all the replies?
I think for this,
It's not for this, right? It's for
No.
the dating ones.
it's for the dating.
Okay,
ones.
sure thing.
I think you can pick any of these, and it'll be like, well, yes, but no. Pick the right one.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so just pick the
Do I
correct
have
one.
any coins? I
So-
have 578, Catherine, to answer your question.
So what do you think is the correct one he's asking for?
I'm gonna say fast food.
Yeah, I think that was the only thing that wasn't
Okay.
not here from before. Like there is a restaurant and there is a convenience store.
Right.
So it has to be fast food.
Okay, let me just check to make sure that's correct. It is fast food.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me fix all my stuff again. And we can do all the other stuff.
Sure.
Family restaurant? Is it a family restaurant?
You're right. It's true that doesn't exist on this island. Okay, they don't consider it that.
Yeah.
However, there aren't many foods that are exclusively served at family restaurants. Of course, I also don't dislike how obvious they are about microwaving some of their food.
Byakuya is grinning slightly, but it looks like I got it wrong. Then, of course, there are many things.
Okay, it's the same
Yeah.
way again. So convenience store.
Yeah, I spent some of the coins on Art Catherine, one of the streams, so now I'm down some coins again.
A convenience store.
It's true that doesn't exist on this island, but I don't really feel like it's a necessity. Of course, I don't mean to diminish the warm snacks that are sold at convenience stores. That unique, oily feeling is quite tasty as well.
Alright. But it could only be fast food.
Could it be fast food? That's right. Don't you think it's strange too? Despite all these facilities, why didn't they bother to build even one fast food location?
That's true, but I'm surprised. I never figured you were the type to eat junk food.
Really?
such ignorance.
How foolish. Your shallow beliefs are typical of an ignorant commoner.
You don't have to go that far.
Listen,
Do you know how much the body fat percentage of the upper class increases every year due to fast food? From Hollywood celebrities to presidents of industry. Even Bill Gates is fascinated by that clown with an afro.
Okay.
Also, it is common knowledge that many professional athletes eat an unbalanced diet. Damn. If only this island had some means of communication, I would have various fast food companies establish franchises around here, including the Afro Clown, the bespectacled Kentucky Colonel, and the red-haired girl with pigtails. Yeah, all those
It's all
references.
copyrighted. I can't say
yeah,
what these
yeah.
brands are.
Yeah, I know. They're talking about it, yeah.
I don't really understand, but he's really passionate about this. What's making him so driven?
You will probably never understand.
Huh?
You'll always find the same things waiting for you wherever you go. You'll never know what a relief that truly is. For someone like you who has lived a fortunate life, you'll never understand.
Fortunate? That sounds like I'm better off compared to Byakuya.
Oh well, if there's anything worrying you, just let me know anytime. No need to hold back.
Goodbye.
Good day.
And with that, Byakuya left. But he totally didn't listen to what I wanted to talk to him about. More importantly, what did he mean that I'm more fortunate than he is?
Update. I guess that is true, Zachary. I will agree with that. But talking about it being so oily, I'm like, oh man.
So I thought about what Byakuya had said. I went back to my room.
Hey, the picture changed.
Everyone, it's nighttime. Please get plenty of rest so you can do your very best again
She's in
tomorrow.
the house.
Good night.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder how many people we need for cleaning.
This world.
Yeah.
How foolish. You shall regret ever awakening me. Gundam seems to be feeling pretty good.
He's powered up. Oh no. All right. I need to know if like this.
I say put 1 on cleaning or something just to see how.
Okay.
How much
I need to see how far are we with Byakuya. Okay, we need to hang out with him 2 more times, then we're done. 2 more times.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just see real quick.
We got nothing of these. We only
I
got,
got
one
one.
shiny stone.
Okay, good. Things are progressing well.
Yeah.
Okay, Gundam. Let's see. We could have Fuyuhiko clean. Since he's tired. I think everybody else can stay where they are.
Yep.
And then... Okay, you're like way too far up. So you can do this? And should we have her clean as well? Or do you think that's too much?
I don't know if you just want to average how much one person can clean.
Okay, we'll have her go to the ranch.
Sure.
Alright, let's do it.
Let's do
Go.
it.
I like that, what's her name? She's using a shovel just like Hina.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because they see them as the same sort of character.
I know, yeah. What is her name?
Aoi?
No,
But
that's...
this one is Akane.
Akane, thank you. And like starts with an A as well.
Yeah.
That's how much cleaning gets done.
Okay, so...
We need more cleaning.
Yeah, we'll need more cleaning now from now on. Yeah.
We got a Jabba crab. I want to go meet with somebody.
Somebody.
Somebody. I would like to spend some time together. In the same spot. Yes, I will
Very
save here.
strange.
Let's see. Make a save right here.
It doesn't really matter too much when it comes to non-dating stuff.
It's true. I think this is the
Yeah, I
same
think
thing.
we had that line before. Yeah.
Alright, let's eat something.
So we had this
I would like to give him a present.
another one of the chocolate
Yeah.
thing.
There it is. Chocolate chip jerky, your favorite.
Listen.
Same lines.
Listen.
Listen well. There are 3 types of affluent progenies in the world. Despite their intellect, there are useless progenies who only have their smarts. Despite their good looks, there are useless progenies who only have their looks. But the one who is superior in both aspects is the most powerful affluent progeny of all, Byakuya Togami.
Let's not forget most humble.
I see. I thought he was making a grand introduction, but no, he was just boasting.
I am so beautiful and so smart.
Rejoice.
Hajime, I will tell you, and only you, the secret of how the Togami family has prospered.
How they prospered?
It is based on a special hereditary system. The head of the Togami family doesn't have a wife. Instead, he has countless children with excellent women throughout the world.
I remember having this
Yeah.
this discussion with Byakuya in the first game.
It's a lot later on, though.
Yeah.
The children are forced to compete with one another, and who remains standing as the winner will become the next head of the Togami family.
You mean the kids all have to fight each other?
That's right.
During my time, 108 of us, boys and girls, fought to become the next head of the Togami family.
108 people? Were they all your siblings?
That's right, and we were ranked based on our strength. The most powerful affluent progeny is gold. The one below that is silver. I was ranked the weakest of all, bronze.
Listen.
But in the end, I defeated every last one of them. I even defeated the affluent progeny of darkness.
Of darkness?
Listen.
Wait,
And from there, I finally reached the top.
what level is darkness?
It was the first time in the history of the Togami family that a bronze won their way to the top.
That's amazing. Well, it's not like I know if it's true, but if it really is true, I definitely would have run away at some point during the middle.
Nice.
It's the history of a battle that will continue for many ages. Isn't it horrifying? And now, Byakuya Togami is standing atop that history. How about it? Isn't it amazing? As expected of the Togami line, right? As expected of Byakuya Togami, you mean? Compared to any other person, he was the most absolute existence I'd ever seen.
Interesting.
Huh? There's something strange about what he said just now.
It's like he was talking about Byakuya
Yeah.
like he was another person.
Yeah, exactly.
Hajime, if by any chance, if you could become anyone other than yourself, who would you want to be?
Anyone other than myself? Never thought about it before, but I'm definitely fine with who I am. Right now, I'm more focused on what I'm supposed to do.
I see. That's perfectly fine, especially if that's the real you.
Goodbye.
That was quite a nice way to kill some time.
After he said that, he turned and walked away. I was struck by how lonely he looked with his back to me. What did he mean by what he said just now? I feel like I'm starting to get to know Byakuya better, but I feel like something's missing. Even if it's impossible right now, there might be a day when Byakuya is able to tell me, with his own words.
That was a great conversation
Yeah,
because
yeah, I like
Hajime is not
Really
he is,
himself. I mean, he was. That's who he originally was.
Yeah, but he like changed.
Yeah.
So it's a good conversation between the two characters. I like that.
Holding that belief, I decided to return to my room.
Cool beans. Oh, hello.
Everyone, it's nighttime. Please get plenty of rest so you can do your very best again tomorrow. Good night.
I'm so glad that her chit chat is like shorter than Monikuma's.
Oh, full spirit!
All right.
Yakumo seems to be feeling pretty good.
Well. Oh, a broom robo.
Whoa.
Since you're all working so hard, here you go.
Rank up.
Okay, have a nice day.
Let's use the item.
Let's use the item.
It must be under which thing? Consumables at the bottom?
Yeah.
It makes things a little clean. Okay, so just...
I mean, we could use
I mean,
it, but
yeah,
we don't.
right now, yeah. It doesn't carry over though, right?
It doesn't.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Just keep gathering materials and use that up? Oh, save it for later on. Save it for later on. I guess it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do.
Let's use it.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't really give you.
It doesn't do much, so. Because everyone's like pretty tired, so we actually need people to sleep a little bit too. Let's see. Let's set some tasks. Nekomaru can continue to do what he's doing. I'll actually have him do like a 3-1 since he's powerful.
Yeah, right. Yeah, always do that when you have that.
Yeah,
and
everybody's still able to go. Yellow is whatever. Is it when they reach blue, or is it? Yeah, yellow is when you have to get them to sleep.
Blue's when you have to get them to sleep.
Yeah.
Yellow, they can do like one.
Yeah, one
energy.
thing very early. Yeah, one of those early ones. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll have the cleaning guys do cleaning.
Yeah.
And.
Just have them all clean.
So. The ones that are good at gathering can still do some gathering, but like on the low level stuff.
I think it can carry over well.
It did in the first game. Okay.
So those consumables carried over?
I didn't think they did, but maybe they did. It doesn't help as much later, though, because everyone just does so much when you set them to do a task that doesn't matter as much anymore, but... hey, Nagito's a cleaner. Who knew?
Yeah, I mean, that's helpful for when you need to actually make the last item. Because you want to keep using up those power-ups, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The power-up consumables, if it carries over, then using them up over and over again would allow you to collect the materials a lot easier.
Yeah. For sure. I agree. I agree with this statement.
Yeah, just keep giving them the smaller things to collect.
Yeah, I think next time it'll be like a big sleep day.
Yeah.
Let's do that. You can clean. You can also clean. You can do the cow, and you can do that one. No, you're a cleaner as well. Is that too much cleaning? Not really, because they're kind of not very good right now. Okay, I think that'll do. Go! You gotta level up your cleaning anyway, guys. Might as well do it. Hey, we got it to full clean. Good. Woo! I forgot that I can fast forward as well. I will do that. I enjoy the music so much.
Yeah, I know, right?
Alright, last time with Byakuya.
Very strange.
Yep.
The same thing.
Yep, here's your favorite. One last time, buddy.
Listen.
Hey, Byakuya. I've been wondering about this for a while now. What you said earlier, what did that mean? That whole bit about the real you.
Hajime, what do you think of me?
Huh?
So, in other words...
Do you like me?
Whoa, what are you talking about?
What?
I'm just asking if you like me or hate me. It's a simple yes or no question.
But I don't know how to answer that when you spring it on me so suddenly. Byakuya looks serious. It's as if he's being backed into a corner. It almost feels like he won't forgive me unless I say something. But that doesn't mean I should just tell him the truth. What do I need to say to make Byakuya understand?
What do you think?
I don't like you.
I don't like you. I don't like your attitude.
Do you think the correct option is the middle one?
I kind of feel like it is.
Yeah, I can't say.
It's either that or I like you, but I feel like it's I can't say.
How does that reset so that you have to? I guess you think in your head something and say, wait.
Like no, that wouldn't work for him.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what the answer is. I like you.
Oh, really?
Oh, it
Yeah.
is I like you. Wow. Okay. All right, Hajime, I see you.
Liar.
You liar.
Deception.
Okay, well, we'll start with I don't like you.
I don't like you. It's no use. There's no way I can say something that horrible in this kind of situation. There's really only one question.
Okay.
It's not like I can answer that so suddenly.
Come on.
It's a simple question, isn't it? Do you like me or not? That's it.
I like you, man.
If I had to choose between liking you and hating you, then, well, I don't hate you.
That's the most tsundere thing you could have said,
Yeah.
Hajime.
I definitely consider you a friend, and there's no way I could ever imitate your leadership. The truth is, I think you're amazing.
I see.
Byakuya seems a little relieved, but what's with him? I feel like he's not his usual self.
Such a hesitant, no, kind answer, as expected of you. But that's how you feel about Byakuya Togami, right? What if I wasn't a Togami? What if I never had my birthright, my name, or my ability? What if I was more handsome and more disagreeable? Would you still feel the same way that you do right now?
I don't know about that, but I feel like Byakuya is speaking differently than usual. What does this mean?
In other words,
The exterior is very important. From a person's name and appearance, an impression is already being formed. Let me tell you an interesting story about a certain man.
listen.
That this man was born with nothing. No name, no birth certificate, no family. He had nothing. He was nothing. Absolutely nothing at all. Do you understand? His existence was completely invisible. He was a person whose life had no meaning whatsoever. The only thing he had was a desire to live a normal life. So what did he have to do in order to live? What did he have to do to have his existence acknowledged, to receive that affirmation? There was only one way. His only option was to become someone else. He had to lie to everyone. He had to lie to the entire world.
Is he talking about himself? I mean, if he is, then the person in front of me isn't the real Byakuya Togami? No, even if he's telling the truth, it's not like I know the real Byakuya Togami. All I know is, Byakuya, I don't know how you're going to take this, but the only Byakuya Togami I know is the person standing right in front of me.
What did you say?
Hajime, you...
Thank you. I've always wanted someone to say that to me.
yeah, like he actually had a voice line.
Yeah.
I see. So I'm really here. I'm really here.
Listen,
If by chance everything that's happening here is resolved safely, there's something I would like to tell you. I no longer want to lie anymore. Not to anyone. Not to anything. Not even to myself. I want to live as myself. The person standing before you right now. I've never told anyone this before, but I want you to hear what I need to say.
Yeah, of course. But saying you like that, it's kind of weird. The Byakuya I know always says you in a condescending way, right?
what?
Huh? You're right. You're absolutely right.
I see.
The Byakuya you know, huh?
For some reason, the expression on Byakuya's face at that moment was different than any I'd seen before. I can finally feel a strong bond between Byakuya and me. All I can do now is wait until Byakuya is ready to tell me everything. And in order for that to happen, we need to get off this island soon. I completely lost track of time as I discussed our future course of action with Byakuya. Strangely enough, we were making jokes with each other too.
Yay!
We did it.
The game hungers for seconds and thirds.
Ah. Oh.
That's great because Byakuya's in the first game was the game hungers, and now it's like the game hungers for seconds and thirds. We got Sting. Give yourself a pat on the back. You've earned it. Wait, we already got it?
Wait, is that how it works? I thought it was from the dating thing.
I thought,
Well, what does the dating thing give you?
do we have Gundams? Because we max out his.
I guess we do.
Do we?
I guess we do, yeah.
I gotta check
I
that.
guess we do. But what does leveling up the dating thing on each one's thing do? Does that make them more powerful when you're playing this game mode?
I don't know. Huh.
After I parted ways with Byakuya, I decided to return to my cottage.
Alright, I gotta check some things.
Alright, guys, time to go to sleep. Good night. I'm not reading that for 50 days. You guys are out of your mind.
I feel so pumped up that I can probably make like 100 songs. Alright.
Yes.
Spirit Bomb. Oh, nice. Nobody needs to sleep at all.
We think the consumables carry over, right?
I don't remember.
That's the idea. We should do some.
But like I said, it doesn't really help later. You know what I mean?
Yes. No, I mean it helps with gathering materials if you buy the ones to give you that.
Yeah.
Using those on people.
Where's the gift? There it is. Hold on, I need to look at something real quick. Oh. Where's the... Hold on. What did I just see? Am I blind? Ah, there we go.
Yeah.
This unlocks novel mode. When did we get that? It's even more fun than the actual game.
Yeah.
Okay. We did get his underwear. It's invisible. You can't tell if it's really there or not.
Yeah.
Okay. I needed to make sure we had that, so that's fine. Let me just check and see what this does.
Stores consciousness.
Okay, no one's asleep, so that's fine. We need people to go and sleep. Rest. Okay. And let's see, you can still do that, you can still do that, you can still do that. You can go up to the mountains? Because there's still two things we don't have unlocked here.
The mountains.
The misty mountains. Okay, that's fine. Actually, you're a cleaner. I see. Okay. You can stay there. You can stay there. You can stay there. And you can stay there. Okay. Cool. Let's go.
Let's go.
Akane has the same thing as Hina when she sleeps. The only one. So ridiculous. Oh yeah, I can do this. I kind of remembered this time. Alright, we are done with Byakuya. So, time to find a Cajun man. Where are you, buddy? Nope. Where are you, country boy? Face me! I can't run? Okay, there we go. Where is this boy? Hello? You gonna make me run across the entire island to find you? That's rude as heck. It's still Monokuma Mountain, even though Monokuma's not here.
Yeah.
I was hoping it would be rabbits this time, but it's like, we're not doing that much work for this.
I guess you look at the map then to find him.
He was probably to the left. It's like probably just like to the left or to the right is the different people.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
You ran all around the island.
I mean, I'm already going this way, so there we go.
Yeah.
Okay, just a minute.
Took the long way.
I took the long way. That's fine. Teru. I guess we're gonna spend time together with Teru. This is gonna be fun.
You hear me now? Are you interested in me?
I could gobble
you.
Then how about we learn about each other first? If you'd like, we can get to know each other with our bodies. Why don't you come to my cottage?
Sir, this is the first time.
Okay. I declined Teruteru's offer with all my might, and we chatted over tea at the restaurant instead.
I declined with all my might. Great.
Looks like Teruteru and I grew a little closer.
Yeah, I don't know if definitely is
Yeah,
the...
he wanted to be a lot closer.
He wanted to be a lot closer, but he had to settle for tea. Yeah, I don't think we hung out with him at all.
Originally, no. We
I
skipped
mean,
all of
I can't imagine why we skipped Teru, but we
Oh,
did.
we had other people.
Alright.
So let's go. We got Ramane.
Okay.
We got 7 of them.
We can only give it to him twice.
Oh, okay. So you want to try something else instead, or?
We can do the Ramune, and we can just do it now and the next time, but then we have to
Yeah.
pick something else.
Sure.
Okay. Let's fix everything again, which is like that. Awuchi, hello! Welcome to the stream.
Hello.
You just got to play it a week ago? Nice. Yep. We're finally getting to it today.
I see. Sometimes it's acceptable to have something a commoner would have.
Okay.
I'll gladly accept it. I was wondering, do you specialize in a particular style of cooking?
And I agree, Awuchi. It is a masterpiece for sure.
Yeah.
Welcome to the stream.
What a ridiculous question. Why would you kill the possibilities of your ingredients by limiting yourself to a specialty? Well, if you say so, I don't know if it's right to say all cooking is creative.
Understand?
Chefs have the right to be called chefs because they create dishes. It'd be simple for a true chef to create something from nothing. I don't really understand, but he sure has amazing confidence. I sort of understand Teruteru's uncommon passion toward his dishes.
Anyway.
Hajime, I've been wondering this for a while. Don't you think dishes resemble that a lot? That? You know, that. It can only mean one thing.
Have I seen this face on him before?
Yeah, I know. I've never seen this vector.
Juicy, succulent meats intertwined, the naughty sound of squishing and splashing ringing each time.
What are these options going to be?
I can't stop drooling.
At times it's gentle, at times it's forceful. You gotta rub it, you gotta tease it, you gotta just hammer it in. See? You understand, right? Could it be the thing he's talking about?
Sumo wrestling.
Yeah, it's definitely sumo wrestling.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. Are we Yeah, it's triple dots. It's
Yeah, it's a triple
we're,
dot
we're,
one,
we're
isn't it?
we're not shocked by this at all.
So we try all the other ones first, right?
Man alive.
Quick, everyone, take your emergency cyanide.
Zachary, please. Samantha, I take no offense at all. Please save yourself because save yourself and my ghost that fled my body. Please save that as well as you go. All right. Well, it's obviously pro wrestling.
Pro wrestling?
You're hungry?
I really wanted you to say mud wrestling at least. Jeez, you're so naughty. Come on, say it again. He's going to make me say it no matter what.
Oh, you meant sumo wrestling.
Sumo wrestling. That's right, the passionate sound of two men slapping their meat together. Hey, stop pretending to be so innocent. Come on, say it loud and clear. Dot, dot, dot. Phew. He's like, phew. I guess it's unavoidable. At least I know now that your body is pure. Teruteru's mumbling gibberish to himself. I should just let him be. It'd be too annoying to deal with him. Well, if you ever decide to cook, you should know some simple advice. They say there's a fine line between cooking and screwing. Who the hell ever said that?
Thank you, Hajime.
I don't really want to think about it, but don't tell me that's the reason you started cooking.
Oh god, Hajime.
I see. That sounds plausible. After all, both actions appeal to a human's instincts.
Understand?
But to be honest, it's much simpler than that. I was destined to become a chef the day I was born.
Well,
After
guess
all,
that's about it.
my family's restaurant back home is a diner. I mean, a fancy upscale restaurant. I see. So you decided to become a chef as you were helping out your family's business.
Eh?
Helping out?
He's doing his accent.
Yeah, helping out? It wasn't something that easy. Did you just use an accent? The rise of family restaurants, constant attacks by cheap chain joints, the bullying from a rival store, a grief-stricken mother, and frightened young siblings who were born to different mothers. To stop that crisis, I ventured alone and competed in a cooking death match hosted by the Shogun of Taste. Just kidding. A dirty tale of hardship like that doesn't suit an attractive urbanite like me. You'd rather hear me talk about my splendid and glorious life as a first-rate chef, right? Right? I kind of want to know more about that cook-off.
Actually,
Yeah.
go back to the cook-off, please.
Man, that was a long conversation.
That was a lot, man alive.
After listening to Teru's stories for a while, I returned to my cottage feeling extremely tired.
Tara is the new hero.
Yes.
I feel so tired.
I'm talking to him.
Oh my goodness, amazing. Yeah, this is our first run through island mode. We finished the main game already, so now we're just doing all the what are they called again? School reports?
School reports.
Yeah, we're just trying to fill that out now.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do I want to do other than wash my eyes out with bleach? Can I make my thing yet? I have 2 golden eggs.
It is slow and a difficult process.
Yeah.
I don't know if we would even be able to make any in this first round.
Oh, thank you, Awuchi. I appreciate that. Okay. Let's see what we've got.
What does making the item do? Nothing really, does it?
No, it just gets you tickets.
It
So,
gives you tickets.
so I'm
you
just
don't
going to
bother.
skip it, yeah.
Okay, these people are fine now, so you can get them to gather materials.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah, it seems like a lot of the ones for those power-ups are up in the higher section.
Yeah, for sure. So, okay, there's still stuff here that we haven't got. You can still clean.
Yeah, just discover all the items at least. We have.
We still need to have people clean though, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Gotta keep that in mind.
Yeah.
How do I want to do this? Let's see. Okay, you go up higher. Oh, not you. I was looking at the wrong person. Okay, you go to sleep. You go to sleep. You go to sleep. Okay, you can go here. You probably also need to clean. I think that's enough cleaners now. You can go here to the military base because you love hanging out there. Oh yeah, Wuchi. Yeah, that was a trip and a half for sure.
Yeah.
We enjoyed that one. That was a good one. Yeah, you can hang out there, and you can go... Ancient Ruin, maybe? There's actually still like a bunch of stuff over here that we haven't got. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that will do, so let's keep going. Hey!
Hey.
Alright, let's not run the wrong way this time.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get this over with. Nope. 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 Yeah. Here, have some more Ramune.
Ramune, one more time.
One more time.
Understand?
This hillbilly item doesn't suit a big city urbanite like me. But if you're giving it to me, I guess I'll gladly accept it.
What?
What? What? Oh, that didn't work because you used that item already?
Did I?
I guess so.
Okay.
So reload.
Reload. I should have saved a little later, I guess.
You should have saved.
I should have saved.
Welcome to
I guess I must have given him Ramune at some other time.
I guess two hope fragments is just one use.
That or I... Hold on, let me just look at something real quick.
2 hope fragments equals 1 use.
Huh?
No.
Although I might give him something and it's like... Okay, bye.
I know.
Okay, bye. Well now I gotta do all this again.
Yeah. Because you did not save that time.
I didn't save. I'm sorry.
Learn your lesson.
I think I went back too far. Hold on.
Means, yeah, I guess that means you didn't save for
Did
quite
I
a
not
while.
save after the last...
Nope.
No! I didn't save after the last... what is wrong with me? I already made a mistake! Well, we can skip through stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure, Molly. Sure. Yeah, sure. Oh, I hate my brain. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Sleep. Well, at least I can give him the Ramune. But that means we did hang out with him once during the actual game.
I don't know.
Because we already have one fragment with him.
Yeah, it looks like it. You get automatically one with him.
Oh, right, because we had to hang out with him we had to hang out with everybody once, I think. Alright, well now I gotta... Alright. Let's make this quick and painless, Teru.
Technically, we already hung up with them once. This is the second time.
Yeah.
We haven't even started now. Like, right now is gonna be the first time again.
But I already have a thing. I already have a hope fragment with him. Okay, thanks, Catherine. I'm glad that you blame Bob for this. Okay, let's just
skip through it.
Do that. Goodbye. I wish I could just do this with all your dialogue, but it's fine. Update! Whee! Okay. Now I make a save.
I see.
If I'm participating, I'll give my all. I must take care of my basic mental fortitude. Peckle seems to be feeling pretty good. I'm glad she's feeling good, because I'm not feeling great right now. There we go. Yeah, I heard that, Awuchi. Okay, let's do this again. Sleep, 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 sleep. You can go try for this. You can go and
find the materials that we haven't discovered yet.
Yep. You. Okay, Pecco. You go there. You can stay there. You can sleep. You can sleep. You can sleep. You can go here or here. You there and you. Sure, we'll do that. Okay. Okay, no worries, Awuchi. Have fun, thanks for dropping in. Oh! Didn't I set her to... Oh, good grief.
Oh, you killed her.
I killed her!
And if you go back, you're gonna have to go through another day again.
I just have to set the stuff to go.
Oh yeah, you saved, yeah.
I saved. How did I not set her to go to sleep? Or did she... Oh, maybe there was a chance that she... No, I just
No,
forgot to set her
yeah.
to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Good job, me! I'm succeeding at everything that I wanted to succeed in. Oh my lord!
Yes. Oh.
Everything's fine. Don't panic. Maybe panic a little bit. Okay. Clean. You. Yeah, that's great. And you can also do that. Okay. Everyone that's blue is sleeping, right? Okay. Go. Bear Longwell.
Very well.
Alright. Let's try this again. Oops. Okay, so now we do this.
Yeah, next time don't give him that.
Yeah, don't give him the Ramune. Whatever you do. No Ramune for you. I'll make a save before I give you anything. Okay. Save this. Right there. Alright. And now I need to pick something new. Alright, what are our options? Coconuts. I have coconut juice. That's not quite right. There we go. We got 7 of these coconuts. That'll do. That'll be more than enough to get to the end of his thing. Okay, here's your coconut.
Huh? You're giving this to me? Thank you, Hajime, my bestest best friend. That reminds me, your place back home is a restaurant, right? As I recall, you said it was a diner.
Well,
Huh?
guess that's about it.
What? What happened? If you're looking for Robushan, he's sleeping beside me.
Understand?
Or are you talking about this apron? Ah, just as I thought, you noticed it. A Chinese acquaintance of mine told me that he's karaoke buddies with the Versailles. I don't know how to say that word.
I think it's Versailles?
Versailles.
I don't know.
Versailles designer.
Sure.
So he had this specially made for me. Plus, it was the low price of only $490.
Well, guess that's about it.
By the way, he also got me this shirt. It was designed by Golier. If I remember right, I paid him back with a barrel of Shoxing rice wine, I think. I feel like he totally changed the subject. I guess he really doesn't want to talk about the diner.
Understand?
If I'm going to serve first-rate customers in a first-rate restaurant, I need to be mindful of my appearance.
To tell you the truth.
I've discussed this with my siblings, and they agree with me. But they're also, you know, people who've made mistakes due to the folly of youth. Geez, it has to be a mistake for them to admire a job like that. A job like that? I haven't seen them for a while, so I don't really know, but it sounds like they're being scouted by restaurants. Apparently, they're candidates for the title of Ultimate Male Escort and Ultimate Female Escort. Male and female escorts? Aren't they underage? Plus, his siblings still have that face, right?
Wow,
Yeah.
Hajime.
What happened? They must have some serious techniques. I guess that's probably why they're called ultimates.
Man really called this boy ugly in his
Yeah.
face, in his mind. That was great.
Jeez. It's obvious they're just exploiting their youth to make a quick buck. So what if they make 100 million annually or whatever? That much money doesn't mean a thing. That's right. Money isn't everything. You gotta think about the big picture. They think they're so great any more money than me? I don't know if he's worried about them or just jealous of them. It's difficult to tell. But still, didn't you become a chef just to make money?
No.
It's not just for money. My dream is... That's right, I want to own my own restaurant. Of course, that's not all. Obviously, I'd want to appear in a lot of TV shows
And it'd be nice to put on a dinner show, too.
Well, guess that's about it.
Maybe partner up with some convenience stores and fast food places, too, don't you think? Doesn't that mean, in the end, you only want fame and fortune?
No way, no way, no way!
You're wrong. My real dream is, you know, having a cute, sommelier wife. Maybe? He looks like he's confused himself somehow. I don't know why, but I feel like he wants to hide his true intentions. But I don't know what that is yet.
Update!
Yes.
If only he said that out loud. It's like, do they look like you?
Yeah,
Or
yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
that would have been delightful.
Yeah, okay.
After parting ways with Teruteru, I decided to return to my cottage.
Good night.
Yeah. Day 6, Molly. You got 50 days to go through.
Woo! Today's the day.
Yeah, days. Do you get an item, some special item from actually making the item? I don't think it really matters, right?
No, you just get the tickets.
Just the tickets, okay.
Unless Usami's different than Monokuma. She's like,
Yeah.
here's a whole bunch of stuff.
I know, right? Yeah.
So today's the day, huh? I guess I better review everything one more time. The goal was 1 flower pin.
Not enough materials.
No.
Goodbye.
Sheep.
What? Was it a little difficult?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Sorry to interrupt again. How did your first project review go? If you found it difficult, I have some good news. This mode has its very own New Game Plus cycle. Only your collection level and cleaning level carry over. Only. But you'll be
okay.
able to take another shot at it. Even if you're not good at stuff like this, as long as you don't give up, you'll make your way through it. Still, success is possible in a single playthrough. Maybe you can accept the challenge someday. Someday. But not today.
The next goal is
Gorgeous flower pin.
right here.
Well,
I'm planning to try hard. Until I get sleepy, that is. I think.
I think.
Medicine of hope. Thanks, girl. Okay. Always save. And Snake and me still fine. Hey, we're back to the top again. Nice. So what does that do?
Restores consciousness, and this one grants hyper energy for the next assigned task.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay, so let's see. You are free to go out into the world. And you can clean, and you can go maybe here? How about here? Because we still have one thing we haven't unlocked.
Yeah.
There.
One has been unlocked there.
Okay, you can go here. You can still clean. You can go sleep. You can still clean. You can come and clean. You can come back over here. Because there's still one thing in here we haven't got. You can clean. You can clean. Sure. You can go to like the end, and you can come back here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just find the missing.
Let's just make sure everyone that's blue is sleeping. Okay, good. Go. Look at Nekamaru. He's just outside his bed.
He really doesn't even sleep on his bed.
Hey, we got a level up.
Hey.
Hey, Ibuki, good job.
Nice.
Nice, Ibuki.
How did you do it before everyone else?
Good question. Alright, let's spend time to go.
Save.
I'll save once we get to the present part.
Okay.
I promise. I promise to do it. Okay. Make a save. Give that boy a coconut. Move on with your life. Coconut. Where are you? Coconut. There we go.
Huh?
Jeez, the ingredients in this island supermarket are no good at all. It's concerning. They aren't even properly managing their freshness at all. Just a while ago, I even found an ingredient that had mold growing on it. I need to do something about it soon. What would you do, Hajime? What do you do with moldy ingredients? I seem to recall...
Kill it with fire.
Kill it with fire. I guess it's throw it away.
Or remove the mold. Like if you can
Yeah.
cut like
Yeah.
widely enough around it. Let's see what the answer is. Throw it away, you're right.
Yeah.
You're healthier than I am. You will live a long, healthy
I
life.
say all the
Anthony.
wrong options.
Alright,
First.
kill it with fire!
Won't the mold die if you just cook it over high heat for a while?
Eh?
That's what a thoughtless amateur would think. Depending on the mold, some strains are very resistant to heat. But if you really insist, then your only option is to cook it until it's burned to a crisp. I see. Then, what? Okay,
You remove it.
remove the mold. If you just remove the moldy part, can't you eat the rest?
Eh?
Sweet. You're too sweet. You're as indulgently sweet as a princess cake.
No, thank you.
By the way, princess cakes are originally from Sweden, so they have twice the sugar of a normal cake.
Eh?
But putting that aside, simply removing the moldy part is meaningless. It's possible that the inside is already contaminated by bacteria.
I see. Well, then we should just throw it away.
Throw it away. There's no other option but to throw it away, right?
Hey.
That's exactly right. If you want to cook a safe, tasty dish, that's the only way.
Well done.
Gee, such disrespect toward ingredients. He looks pretty mad. I guess he's really serious about ingredients. Regardless, I guess it's understandable since the supermarket is on some rural island. Compared to the market in Ayama that I always visit, this store is horrible. I don't really get it, but does it make that much of a difference? The end result usually looks tasty anyway.
You're kidding.
Hajime, you poor thing. From the bottom of my heart, I feel so bad for you. You've never seen the sparkle released by quality ingredients, the countless miracles,
Understand.
the sexy shimmer of a fish's eye, the seductive shine of oil dripping from the meat's fat, fresh, ripe vegetables with their smooth limbs. Just thinking about them makes my loins quiver. Isn't that bad for a cook? I really do miss my darling tender ingredients. With my own hands, I want to reshape them as gorgeous and beautiful dishes. How about it? Are you getting turned on too? Instead of eating amazing dishes like that, I'd rather just eat normal food. But that might be because of the current situation. Then that's what I'll make for you the next time I feel like cooking for you. Huh? It's okay if I make an obviously cliched meat and potato stew with no fun flavors at all, right? I think it's a perfect dish for you since you sort of look like a potato yourself.
Wow. I held back about your brother and sister, and now you're calling me a potato?
Well, guess that's about it.
That all depends on if I feel like making it, so just wait patiently and look forward to it. I feel like he slipped in a snide comment about me just now, but a meat and potato stew made by the ultimate chef. I'm looking forward to seeing the end result.
I feel like he might have called me a potato, but...
I parted ways with Teru, who seemed to be in a strangely good mood, and returned to my cottage.
Man, everyone's so insulting. Honestly.
Everyone, today is your day off. It's important to rest once in a while, so I decided to give you a day off once a week. You won't be able to explore, but you can use this time to the fullest to get along with everyone. Okay, you're dismissed.
Alright. Just throw him in the sea now? I agree, Catherine.
Into the sea.
Down to the depths with him! Alright. Let's fast forward, make a save. keeps trying.
So this time, I feel like try something else because it might be. Well, you can just still go ahead and try though.
I'll try it.
Yeah. Not like it's a big deal. Yeah.
I did just save, so.
I just want to see if it will do it because there's this double. They say 4, but then what happens?
Huh?
Hey.
Okay.
Okay, it's fine.
Yep.
Hajime, are you ready? What is this all of a sudden? What do you mean? Am I ready? Who cares? Just answer. Are you ready?
Are you ready? Sorry, Catherine, we're not done with them yet.
What should I do?
I don't know.
Yes?
I guess it'd be yes, but.
Yep,
yeah.
it's yes.
Yeah. So
This might be the last one for him, actually. Possibly, but this could be the end. Alright, I don't know.
I don't know. I see. So you're the cautious type. Personally, I completely understand your smart way of living.
Understand?
But life and cooking need adventure sometimes. Now then, can I hear your answer one more time? Could this be a situation where I can't say no?
No.
No.
Hey.
Alright, I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. Now then, how about it? Yes. I knew you would say that, Hajime.
That was a great progression.
Yeah.
But what am I ready for?
Okay.
Well, isn't it obvious? You're ready to eat my specially made dish. Why do I have to be ready to eat something? Well, you know what they say, right? When food is so tasty that it melts your mouth and tongue, try imagining that realistically.
Whoa!
Oh, the horror! If something like that really happened, that dish would stop being food and become a weapon. Oops, if we keep chatting about pointless things, my wonderful dish will get cold. Now then, here you go. With that, Teru revealed a Tupperware container. Before he even opened it, a delicious smell that words can't describe flooded the area. Is this what we were talking about before? My most proud masterpiece, Vasily-style meat and potato stew, cœur de bœuf.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Cœur de bœuf.
Which is just like beef, something of beef. I can't remember what cœur is. Versailles style meat and potato stew, cœur de bœuf.
Cœur de bœuf.
Bœuf.
Go on, try some. Though the name makes me uneasy, it smells like a normal meat and potato stew. I made up my mind, and as soon as I opened the Tupperware, I was scoffing it down faster than I could shovel it in. It's delicious! It's extremely delicious! Steamy potatoes that fall apart so delicately, carrots seeping with such gentle flavor,
Aw, man, I want stew.
onions that had nearly melted, tender meat with the perfect amount of fat clinging to it. Everything I combined to form such perfect harmony. I'd never eaten such a delicious stew in my whole life. No, did I? Somewhere. Well, obviously it's delicious. After all, I'm the one who made it. That may be obvious, but it's not just delicious. This taste, how should I put it? Reminds me of something I forgot. After I quickly finished eating, Teru silently stared at me for some reason. You sure say such interesting things. Yeah, but I think I have a general idea of what you like, so what should I make you next time? Zodiac-style boiled étouffe? Or, no, how about Aztec-style mackerel simmered in Mr. de Pichy? Mr. de Pichy. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Samantha, we're not done.
Yeah.
We're not done.
Though the names all sound suspicious, they seem like they're just regular home-style meals. Could his cooking specialty really be
Diner food? Yeah. We're not done with them either.
I parted ways with Teru, who was excitedly planning and returned to my cottage.
I think we have one more with them.
Yeah.
Let me just double check before we
There we go
talk them.
again.
We're going again.
Yeah, one more.
Okay, let's finish off the stream with this boy. Thank you, Zachary. We don't speak French at all, so we're just like spitting out random vowels. If you say it like this, it might sound fine.
Mademoiselle.
Mademoiselle. Yeah, that's true. There's the dating with each character afterwards too. We have to do that 10 times with him.
10.
So, what do you want to give him this time?
Let's see. What else? What are our other options?
Yeah, the kiss note.
Kiss note.
I'm
Perfect.
gonna go with the bear hairpin.
The bear hairpin?
Ah.
Let's see. What do we got? There's the kiss note. Alright. Perfect.
Hanover considered to be the good luck charm.
Good luck, charm.
Even whose name is written in this.
The night is long and the path is dark.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the death note. That's the kiss note.
Yeah, that's funny.
Gotcha.
Reference to that.
Can I really have that? I can't stop drooling.
You know, he says that line. They didn't even put it in there.
I know they didn't do his voice acted line for that.
Yeah, what happened to him? He's strangely quiet. Looks like he's thinking about something. What's up? Why are you looking at me with such passion? Oh, I get it. You finally awakened. Then let's go right ahead and start planning our future together.
Tonight's main dish.
All through the night, of course. And in bed, obviously. Why do you always do that? Well, that's just a little joke. I've actually been thinking a little. What you said about being reminded of something you forgot. That meat and potato stew I made you was actually my mom's recipe. Ah, that's probably it. It felt really nostalgic somehow. It was sort of like the taste of a mother's home-cooked meal. That's right, a pure nostalgic taste. For me, it's the taste of my mom's cooking. The flavors she's always been cooking in the kitchen of our rundown country diner. Seeing you eat and enjoy it so much made me remember, too, why I started cooking.
Hey.
Just because a dish is gorgeous and uses first-rate ingredients doesn't mean everyone will like it. Tastes change depending on likes and dislikes, feelings and emotions, memories and perception. It depends on each person to determine what they believe is tasty. I didn't really want the sparkling city life or my stunning success. I just wanted to cook for someone important to me.
My cooking was just for the sake of making the person most important to me smile. Why did I forget something as important as this?
But you remember, right? So all you have to do now is never forget that again. That's probably your dream or something, don't you think? Well, it's not like it's my place to say that. Hajime?
I see.
Just as I thought.
I see.
You're quite interesting. It'd be great if you let me thoroughly inspect you just once.
I could gobble you up.
Of course, I'd like to thoroughly inspect you while you're naked as the day you were born. You're the same as ever, making such vulgar remarks. I know, to thank you for everything, I made something to make you happy. Trying eating this. And Teru took out a white rice bowl. The glossy white rice perfectly matched my refreshed state of mind, which sharpened my appetite. Then I won't hold back. Thank you for the meal. I bit into it, and the sweetness of the rice spread throughout my mouth. It seemed unseasoned at first, but when I bit into it, I could tell it was slightly seasoned with something. Something different than what's normally used to bring out flavor. What in the world is this? It's no use. I can't stop stuffing this rice bowl into my mouth. It's so good! It's just too good!
Yeah. Guess that's about it.
Well, obviously, I gave my all when I made it. More importantly, how is it? Are you feeling it already? Are you starting to feel a little weird?
Oh my god! Get me out of here!
Or maybe you feel your core getting strangely warm. Hey, what is this season? Well, obviously, that's a trade secret. Ignoring that for now, I feel like I got to understand Teru a little better.
Did you?
I can feel a strong bond forming with Teru.
I think it's the rice ball.
As long as we have this bond, I won't give up. That's what I think.
Oh god. Cooking with passion. It's done. We got tasting and underwear. Yay. I thought when he was like, I got something for you. I'm sure you'll like it. I thought he was just going to be like, here's my undergarments.
I know.
You're welcome. Oh my god!
I desperately try to keep my fading consciousness afloat, and somehow managed to return to my cottage.
We need someone to, like, protect this boy, please.
Why is it fading? I don't know.
He drugged his rice ball, man.
He drugged it? Yeah.
He drugged it. Oh, good god.
Wait, did you grab it from the medic?
I got a broom.
Broom robo.
Broom robo. And on that note, I think that's the perfect place to end our stream for today. So thank you guys for joining us. I hope you have enough bleach to erase the last hour or so. No, you're good, Samantha. I'm just glad that that's over for right now.
Yeah.
We'll have to date him later, but that's a little while away, thank goodness. All right. So with that, I feel sleepy. I'ma go nap.
Yeah.
Rice just falls out of his mouth. Okay, so now that I'm feeling better, knock on wood, hopefully we're back to our normal schedule. So with that being said, another Elevator Cat Girls is coming out tomorrow. I don't know as of now if there will be a Gander. I just been struggling trying to get back into the swing of things this week, so maybe a Gander, maybe not. But regardless, we'll be back Monday at 7 p.m. for our normal Persona 5 stream.
Yeah.
And we'll see how far we make it in that.
Sure. Yeah, see how much farther we have to go.
I don't know if we'll make it to the boss fight or not.
No.
Maybe not. We'll see. We'll find out. Hopefully you guys can join us for that. But otherwise, it's Levi's Root and Ashen Hawk for the rest of the week. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. All right. Thank you, Max, for coming today as well.
Oh yeah, sure thing. No problem. I'm glad to be here. Take care, everyone. Have a good rest of your weekend. And see you all later.
Yep.
Team Market blasting off again! Bye!